How does it feel?
Like a spinning back elbow.
How does it feel?
First of all, you are not gonna quote songs from greasy ass naked niggas. Alright.
I don't know what you got against D'Angelo.
I ain't got nothing against D'Angelo when he got clothes on. When that nigga naked and greased up, that's when I got a problem. That's a good ass song. I'm a nigga that, like, if I know the video, I play the video in my head when I listen to the song. I don't even want to listen to the song because I'm gonna think of this nigga talking to me like this.
But he don't care. You gotta remember, to D'Angelo, like, clothes ain't shit because nothing even matters. No.
We in this bitch. What's going on? I be the incomparable, you know what I'm saying, unquantable snowman with my co-host, bloody too hottie over here, you know what I'm saying? The residential Georgia Peach over here, you know what I mean? We be the Hold It Down Boys, Hold It Down podcast, the HID Boyz in HD, as you like to put it, you know what I'm saying? How you feeling today, bloody?
I'm feeling pretty great myself, you know what I'm saying?
It doesn't matter how you feel.
I don't know how I walked into that one. I would like to say that I appreciate you for at least mentioning our show in the intro. That's good. That's growth. I appreciate that.
You virtually beat me.
See, I wouldn't even want to mention that.
I'm a real nigga, so I'm always gonna mention it because like, I'm still fucking tight about that shit. This nigga. For those that have been following us, y'all know the UFC chronicles that I have been going through because the chronicles have been upside my head every damn match. Lately, I've been battling back. Lately, I've been getting back into my groove. You know, saying sometimes even at least in my vision, having more victories than losses and more victories than this nigga over here. But today I just wanted smoke. I was feeling myself. I just wanted some smoke today, and goddamn, I got it. I had a few wins, but Jesus Christ, I wasn't even mad at the losses, bro. I wasn't even mad at the losses because losses happen. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? We took a heavyweight fight, and I learned that I need to figure out some shit when it comes to heavyweights because with them slow movements, for those that play UFC, y'all know that the heavyweight niggas are so much more slower than the smaller niggas. Now, I feel like in this game it's been the most noticeable. I don't think any other game has had like such a speed difference in the weight classes. So, you know, you really feel it when you choose somebody from bantamweight to heavyweight or light heavyweight. So heavyweight, I was getting my ass handed to me, literally, like chopped off and served to me, sauteed, and it didn't feel good at all. But I was like, all right, switching niggas. We go to bantamweight, and freaking, it was looking a little better. I was starting to win a little bit. It was getting a little more even. The thing that got me though was the last fight, nigga. The last fight, nigga. I was rocking his body with nasty hooks and uppercuts, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Take that nigga stamina away from him. Taking his breath from him. You feel me? Leaving that nigga breathless. Pause if it's applied. You feel me? And it's just for some reason, this nigga could still, he was just doing enough to still be able to block, still be able to swing here and there. You know what I'm saying? And nigga come me with a spinning back elbow that sent me into the afterlife. And I'm just like, fam, this nigga's stamina was like my pinky, my nigga. This nigga's stamina was small and shit. This nigga's stamina was low and I was still hitting him with body uppercuts. Putting that shit into the red. And I'm just like, yo, this nigga's just not going down. Like, I'm not getting him groggy. I'm not getting him stunned. Like, he's gonna win. I'm like, nigga, I have double his stamina, and he's gonna win. I feel it. Like, I feel it's gonna be some bum shit that happens, and lo and behold, some bum ass shit happened. Oh, that. If you could just explain, nobody knows anger, okay? I am shaking. I'm so fucking upset that happened. Like, I'm gonna go outside and find a bum and just swing on him for no reason and then give him $10 and he'll be alright. Like, I can't, I'm so upset that freaking happened. Like, the streets was mine. You know what I'm saying? The hood was mine. All that shit was mine. You know what I mean? Ugh.
So for the people at home wondering what the Hold Down podcast is all about, this is about hip hop and battle rap culture as a whole.
It's about UFC being on that bullshit and not giving me my wins when I should get it. You supposed to be in the dirt, 6 feet, with the worms.
I'm one half of your co-hosting team, the Unstoppable. That's right, the Unstoppable Bloodbath.
Nigga, you supposed to be in the cipher with Pac and Big. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be in the heavens. You supposed to be in the afterlife. Dead, nigga.
Joined by my co-host,
an angry black man. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Guantanamo Bay.
Yep.
At your service. Never nervous.
Yep, and he just definitely took a quantum nap. I don't want to go too much further into the UFC claims that he's making. Yes, it's true.
I hate everything about you.
It's damn true that I'm better than him. It's been like that for a long time now. But lately, like Quan tried to tell you, he's been feeling himself. Now, is he really good? No. He's just been putting together some victories, and the game been feeling it.
Nigga, I've been abusing you on some matches, man.
Everybody wins 1 or 2 matches.
1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Nigga, first of all, the scoreboard is saying something different, right? The scoreboard. I used to have. Do you
want to tell them what the scoreboard is? You would leave where it's at.
We can tell it because I think I've said it before, so it's even better now. Because before it was like on some different. I had damn near a fourth. I was a quarter of your wins. Now I'm up to a half. And he's in the 3 digits. So that means I had to be getting some good battle backs. Alright? Now mind you, we don't know what the total thing is because for some reason some of the times when he turns off the system it erases, the bunch of fights we had. So it's like there's been some nights he was doing great and going undefeated on my ass. And
there was whole months there was month-long stretches where Quan would not get not one win. And I'm talking when we play for hours at a time, like we'll on our off days, we'll legit sit there and play for like a good 5-6 hours straight, like running it. And it's even worse when we slowed down on this, but we need to bring it back to where losers do push-ups. It's demoralizing when you get beat up and then your body tired from having to do push-ups and the other nigga over there well rested. And I know that shit was hurting his pride. So lately, you know what I'm saying, Quan been getting a couple wins here and there, and I guess he just forgot what it felt like to be a loser.
That shit hit different when you were like losing in the game, because really, you were losing in the game, but you were angry enough to fight a nigga in real life, but you felt like you already fought some niggas already. So it's like I'm angry, and then I'm angry and tired. So then you just feel like a Mary J. Blige song. You just sick and tired at that point, like. You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy, man.
So today he was again reminded that I'm better than him, and I think honestly I don't think it's the loss that's hurting him, y'all. Like
it's the last one that did it.
If you would ask me, I think the problem is he's starting to remember what it felt like before when he would just walk away. That was his phone.
I was not ready for that.
I don't know what that was, but I think the problem is hurting him mostly. He's starting to feel like before when all he did was lose. So now he don't want to go back to the old him. And I feel it. You know what I'm saying? If I moved on in life, I wouldn't want to go back either to why I never win. But
this nigga capping, all right? I was winning some, all right? I was getting my ass handed to me on the heavyweight. I'll give you that. I was getting my ass handed to me all the way.
Because it's the separation. It's like heavyweight. You got to really know how to fight up there.
First of all, don't even be talking that shit because on the other times we went heavyweight, I was handing your ass to you.
I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, because it knocked the shit out of you. It knocked the memory out your dome piece.
It's not about what I remember. It's what my record says.
You know what? Oh, now you want to bring up the record. Now you want to bring up the record, huh?
I can always just look at that to jog my memory.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what? I don't know nothing about jogging. So anyway, I be handing this nigga ass to
winning either.
I know all about it. All I do is win no matter what. But today, UFC was just being butt. All right, that was some bull crap, bro. It ain't even the losses because like once we changed weight classes, I was like, all right, I just accept heavyweight. I just don't know what to do with that because it's too slow. You know
it took you a couple tries to get a win at the lighter weight too.
What you mean? I was nigga. You won twice. You won twice, and then I
won like 3, and then you got 1, and then I went back up again, and then you got like 1.
And I was getting you dudes Kendrick Lamar style. What you talking about?
You got like 2 wins in a row, and then I went back on my streak. On my bullshit.
What streak?
Of beating that ass.
Ain't no streak, nigga.
Quan.
Ain't no streak. You ain't never ran naked in your life. Ain't no streak, nigga.
Quan. I actually have streaked before. But Quan, here's the thing. I'm better.
I can't wait until we take this shit on Twitch. So we can at least have a public record.
I do.
We can at least have a public record. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
Because while you may win majority of the time, but I won't even. I'll give that to you. Everything says that. Stats prove that. We have recorded podcasts that say that. I'll give you that you may win majority of the time. Majority only means more than half. So that could be any variant. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still on your ass. And I'm not even going to pause it. Because I'm on your ass. Kicking it. You feel me?
Sure.
But today was just a fluke. Today was a fluke fiasco.
So me being better than you and asserting dominance is a fluke?
No, nigga. You thinking you better than me is a whole bunch of malarkey.
But you just admitted that I was better than you because you admitted that I win the majority of the time. How is the majority now barely? Barely would be the minority, which would be you. Because if I'm the majority, that means you're the minority, which makes you the barely in this situation.
I'm a minority because I got beautiful black skin, all right? And you barely better than me, nigga. Barely. Okay?
I don't think that's
barely.
true.
I done got my groove back, so you barely better. Now,
I don't know how you get a groove back when you never had one.
Listen, all right, 2020 was a hard year for everybody, okay? 2020 was a hard year for everybody. So, while the record stands the way it is, all right, I'm still in my bag.
I will admit he's been fighting better all 2021. 2021, he's been doing better. Today
was just not my day. But I would even take the loss because I've had bad losses. But I was doing okay once we changed characters. I was feeling a lot better about myself.
He was fighting good. The fight he's mad about. He was fighting really good. I'll give him all of that.
The last that's what really happened is the last fight that I had you.
He was fighting really good.
As you can probably tell, just from looking at each other, both of our personalities, just looking at our personalities, you can probably tell the way that we fight. He's a little more calculated with his shit, even though I still be bombing on him, Funk Flex style, DJ Clue style. You know what I'm saying?
It does not work.
But he does a lot of weaving and shit, and sometimes that shit works, sometimes it don't. So when the weaves work for him, that should be bringing my stamina down a lot. So there'll be times where, even if my stamina ain't really low, my nigga will just swing slow. So if I'm swinging slow, sweet chariot, this nigga will take advantage. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to sit there and throw one fist at him. This nigga can hit me with two doop-doops before my one shit can even reach to him for him to block it anyway. It fucks up everything. But, bro, this is the first time, like, he wasn't even, I was catching him with body shots. And that's the other thing he does, is he'll catch me with sneak body shots. And that'll take down my stamina too. It's really a stamina game, because I be catching this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I be overwhelming him with so many doop-doops. You know what I'm saying? The only problem is, though, when I'm overwhelming him, he's really good under pressure. So I'll catch him with like the times I dominate, I'll catch him with like 2 knockdowns and have his ass on the side of the gate. And instead of just taking doop 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 doops, he may take 2 and then he'll be like, okay, I figured it out. Boom, then battle back, and now I'm knocked in. Now we in the middle of the ring again. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is with that, but. The thing that just got me, this is one of the few times, no, not one of the few, this is the only time ever in life that I had his stamina hella low and I had stamina. And every time we fight like that, I'm always in my mind, I'm always one with the lower stamina, and I'm always like, yo, it's over. Like, I know it's over. You know what I'm saying? No, there are a few times where I just might catch him with a lucky joint because he lets his guard down because he gets a little cocky and he can't help but be cuss words that I don't want to say on this podcast. But he gets a little sloppy, and I might catch him with something, and either it'll daze him or sometimes it knocks him out. You know what I'm saying? Those are days, and I'll admit, I'll even be shocked. I'll be like, I got the victory, but I'm not even going to hold you. That was all luck. You know what I'm saying? But this time, bro, I'm just sitting there like, he has no stamina. He has no stamina, and I'm still hitting him in the gut. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even weaving on that fight, so that means all your stamina, and you wasn't fighting sloppy either, so that means all your stamina going down was from me hitting you in the stomach. So why am I still hitting you in the stomach, and you have no stamina, and just won't even get you groggy? Like, they just act like, your nigga just acting like he don't want to acknowledge the pain he's in at all. So that shit,
I feel like,
I'm just like, yo, this nigga's gonna win with no stamina. And he freaking. And I was mad that you nigga had no stamina. He wasn't fighting like it. He was still fighting like he had stamina that wasn't there. I don't know who he think he is. He must be schizophrenic, all right? What's the name? What was that movie that was it? Split? No, Split. That's the nigga that I fought. That's a split nigga because he clearly thought he was somebody else than he was.
That's split personalities. It's not the same as schizophrenia.
No, the movie.
The movie's called Split, yes. But
yeah.
The condition is called split personality.
Yeah.
All right. So what Quan is referring to
is bullshit. That's what happened.
He's upset. I understand his frustrations.
50,000 on my head is disrespect.
Now he knows what it feels like to not be the main character. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing everything, when you should win, because he's right. He should have won. He had my stamina low. He had more stamina. He was throwing more than me, but he just didn't want it like I did. He didn't want it as bad as I did. Because, you know what I'm saying, I was fighting to prove that I'm the main character. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you watching the movie and the nigga wins when he shouldn't have, or you watching the anime and it's like they beat the nigga who's been training all his life and you've been training for like a summer at 14 years old in which they cast the friends. All of a sudden, y'all can save the world. That's basically how it was when I beat his ass today. Like, Quan had everything on his side. Like, all the signs pointed towards a Quan victory. And then he just Quan ploded all over that mat when I caught that nigga with his spinning back elbow. Then it was game over.
Nigga, racist right now would be jealous of the hatred I have for this nigga right here. Okay, I don't like anything about this nigga right now. I don't like the way he dressed. I don't like his hair. I don't like his physique. I don't like his voice. I don't like nothing about him. All right.
You ready to wrap this up, Quan? We spent the first 16 minutes of our show with you ranting about the game nobody saw you play.
The first 16 hits of that freaking match were bullshit. All right.
Those are all your hits. Because like I said, you had me in the first half. I ain't gonna lie, but then I just battled back.
It wasn't even a battle back, bro. It was just. They were just gonna give it to him. Like,
nigga had a Rocky moment, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. I shouldn't have won that fight. I shouldn't have. But like I said, the game recognized real. Because you know real recognized real. And the game was like, oh shit. We not going to do this to the main character.
I am the leader of the hateocracy right now. All I do is hate. All right,
man.
Oh, that
like
was
I said,
bullshit.
This is the whole dumb podcast where we talk about hip hop and battle rap culture as a whole. Show is broken up into a couple segments, you know.
Occasionally UFC shenanigans.
The first segment is usually, you know, saying the hip hop shenanigans, Quan's favorite part, where he talks about what's going on in the gossip of the hip hop world. Today, he wants to start off with UFC drama.
Because that shit shouldn't happen, bro. This shit, 2021 is becoming worse. And I don't know why. And
then usually we do a battle review. But this week, no battle review. We're going to be doing our fan questions. So
shout out to y'all.
Yeah, so if you want to be on the next episode of fan questions, you know what I'm saying, hit us up. Let us know, you know, and then
we appreciate y'all for having questions too. Because we be definitely asking for supporter engagement. Exactly. You know what I'm saying, and have y'all talk to us because we'll talk back. Well, he'll talk back. I'll pop in every once in a while, but I be working. Yeah,
I also have a job, but yeah, if you want to,
I do feel like I end up saying that without saying it.
Like, I have a job. I'm
like, I am employed.
If you want to send in the question, you know what I'm saying, make sure you hit us up on the Twitter or the IG. We don't have a Snapchat for this show. And any other, if you're in the Discord, hit us up in the Discord. You know what I'm saying? If you see us on the street, don't speak to me.
That is a fact, because some of y'all don't know how to approach niggas.
You really don't, because you got to remember, if you see me in the street, remember, you don't
know me. When you're hollering this beef, remember, you don't know me. You feel me?
Speaking of a nigga we thought we knew, T.I. and Tiny are caught up in some shit, y'all. This is
no Usher either.
This is looking bad. So
for sure,
they're caught up in some very bad allegations pitted against them from there's Sabrina Peterson. Apparently, she was like close to the family, or whatever. It started with her making a statement on social media. It was like, "Yo, T.I. is abusive and all that." She made a report that he held a gun in her head one time.
Yeah.
And then in a day, 24 hours, I saw 14 other people came out with detailed stories about some of them were underage at the time, some of them were full-grown adults, about T.I. and his wife, both like abusing women and getting them drugged up and having sex and whatnot.
Oh, it was after that she had, that was the first accusation was him holding a gun to her head. Then she later said that she had been engaging in threesomes with the couple, but they've also like been engaged in like some wild ass shit. That's what she came with the accusations of them being abusive. I think she even said that T.I.'s beaten Tiny before and shit. And then that's when the whole flood of people came with their stories.
Yeah, so a lot of stuff is coming out about it. It's not looking good for them niggas. These stories is real detailed and they're all similar, and it's like, this ain't a good look. But they are making a statement to defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? They always got to come out and say this ain't true.
You gotta say something.
They saying that they emphatically deny in the strongest way possible the egregiously appalling allegations being made against them by Sabrina Peterson. No, T.I. did not write that statement himself. I'm pretty sure that was their lawyer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I knew what you was about to say.
I was like, you know who wrote that one?
Yeah, it was not him. The Harrises have had difficulty with this woman for well over a decade. They're taking this matter very seriously. And if these allegations don't end, they will take appropriate legal action.
I mean, hey. Now, the one thing that sucks about this and having to be mature and shit is everybody else in the world's gonna get their jokes off when it comes to this shit. But this is kind of some serious shit, and I'm somebody that respects T.I. I'm sure my co-host respects him too, even though he don't be giving a fuck about you niggas. But T.I. is somebody that we esteem a little high. So, and with it being abuse going on, some things we choose to not use our platform to joke about. You know what I mean? Because if we ain't gonna joke about Tory clapping Megan Thee Stallion in the foot, then this is kind of around the same vein. Yeah. Even though I do be wondering why either and this doesn't speak to whether it's true or not, but it always just seemed weird that in something like this, especially when a black man's involved, besides that one stint, if y'all remember, I think it was in 2019 or probably 2018, carried for like a while, when like everybody in Hollywood was just getting outed for all the wild shit they've done, when like niggas like Harvey Weinstein's name was thrown in shit, even though Oprah didn't want to say shit about that, but whatever. Or what was the other nigga? I don't even remember these actors' names, but legendary niggas had real life accusations against them, like doing shit with women, or inappropriate behaviors, or doing shit to children too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a stint where like everybody was coming out with their stories. And the wild thing is just I almost forgot all that shit that happened because I don't know who got thrown in jail. I don't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just seems funny because there was also a lot of white people throwing that shit, and I just feel like when niggas get thrown shit, we as a community talk about the shit and we don't forget. Even if whether niggas go to jail or not, we make jokes about it, but we don't forget. But when it's white folks, you know what I'm saying? Besides maybe one face, everybody else, unless I look it up, I don't remember who else was accused, but everybody was involved in some wild shit, right? But when it comes to a black man and some shit like this happens, there's always mad names that either get attached to it. And it'd be so many that it's like, sometimes I wonder if, like, was there a plan for niggas to just, a reputation to be destroyed, or, somebody's accolades to be destroyed, or is it just a testament to how real the shit is, and it's just, it took one person to be like, all right, fuck this, I'm taking you down, no Chris Brown, and, because, like I said, I haven't read a lot of the stories, but I've heard people talk about the stories, and they do say that a lot of the people's stories have similar details, and as a fan of T.I. and Tiny, the shows they've had, the Family Hustle, definitely was a fan of their show. It was ironically niggas called that like a real life Cosby. You know what I'm saying? When the Family Hustle was coming out, the show.
I know what
you
show.
You never watched the show?
I know what show you're talking about.
You never watched the show?
I've seen it, but I don't remember anybody calling it a real life Cosby.
Niggas was calling it that.
What niggas?
Well, okay, they're not saying like it has impact like Cosby. It's just Cosby in the sense of it's a successful black family giving good representation and not having niggas throw bottles of wine at each other all the damn time.
I don't know if T.I. and Tiny are examples of good representation.
Well, the show at least.
I don't agree, but go ahead.
I mean, shit.
Finish your point.
If I was a kid in my single parent home, I'd look at the T.I. and Tiny family like they living the life. Like that looks kind of cool. You know what I'm saying?
So T.I. and Tiny are role models.
A lot of niggas are role models, even if we don't feel that way.
Okay, sure. I just want you to finish your points. We can move on.
Whatever, nigga. I don't like the red bird on your shirt. But anyway, you know, it does suck that I feel like anytime these accusation comes out, there's always a lineup of people to validate the shit and be like, nah, she's right because I had this shit happen to me. And it's just like, fuck. Like, it just seems like this year's getting wilder and wilder, more shit just going on. And you know, I pray for all parties involved. You know what I'm saying? Because shit like that, you don't even know what to pray for. Do you pray that the women are lying? Do you pray that justice is we pray justice is served, because if they doing the wild shit they talking about, then you know consequences must be handed. But I just hope that they're not guilty of what's going on. But yeah, we can move on.
Great. Speaking of somebody trying to move on, Mulatto says that she will officially change her name. We don't know what it's going to be. We just know that she announced the name change is coming soon.
Speaking of moving on, you thought I was gonna talk about it. Yo, for those, it's still fresh on your Twitter. For those that follow, us, if you want to follow Bloodbath's Twitter, he actually had a Lyft adventure where the driver was apparently had somebody that wasn't trying to move on.
I wasn't even going to talk about it.
No, I had to, but I heard move on. I was like, wait a minute. You had some move on adventures your damn self. But yeah, if you want to check out his Twitter for that story, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, continue. Mulatto.
Yeah, Mulatto said the name change. She said that her intentions with her name weren't to glorify being mulatto. She said that's how she was being perceived. I'm saying that's what some people think. Mm-hmm. She said, "I'm better." She said she don't want people to think that she's better because she's mulatto or that her personality trait is mulatto. She said that's some people taking it. She said that the name change is coming and that it's going to be a part of something bigger. We don't know. I mean, the girl's real name is Alicia. Well, I know that could be pronounced any kind of way. Niggas these days. We're gonna say it's Alyssa.
Alyssa? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as long as it ain't no weird shit that ends up meaning, air quotes, meaning the same shit. Like, I hope she don't end up calling herself like cookies and cream or latte or some weird shit.
I hope not. I don't think she'll make the mistake of doing this again. The only other like old school black racial term that even means something close to this would be like
Oreo?
No, that's not a real thing. People said it, but it doesn't have the actual significance. Like mulatto was the actual correct term for a while. Oreo has never been the correct term. So,
I mean, it wasn't meant to be. It was just meant to be.
It was never the correct term.
I mean, that might give her more of a reason to do this shit because it's not a correct term.
Mulatto was the correct term for the time being, and then we decided it was not. It's like octoroon was technically a term too. It means you were an eighth black. So it's like there was a word for everything, Quan.
I learned some new shit today, boy.
Kevin knows a lot of stuff. But
octoroon means you're 1/8 black.
Yes. So
that's wild.
You never heard of the one drop rule? Well, like, if you one drop black, then they would say you was black.
Oh yeah, I know that shit.
Exactly. So yeah, name change coming. We won't know what it's going to be. I truly don't care. I know recently Twitter was making fun of her because she was doing the what the challenge is. So that's to spot on Got 'em song.
Oh, the Junebug.
The Junebug challenge, yeah. And niggas was like, yo, she looked terrible in this challenge. She was not good at it in the slightest. And I agreed with the internet because she was not very good at it.
Yeah.
Niggas was like, oh, that's clearly her white side showing because this is.
I knew that was gonna happen.
He's saying it. Yeah.
See, the problem is just because it's a challenge and you got a name doesn't mean you have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't.
I feel like a lot of people gotta go like the older route, like the 50 Cent route. You know what I'm saying? We only know him for being part of one challenge, and even in that challenge, he was like, niggas ain't pouring a bucket of water on my fucking face. I'm gonna find a way to do it the 50 way. You know what I'm saying? Challenge Floyd Mayweather to read a book of Harry Potter.
Dog.
Nigga said I'll freaking donate 750,000 to whatever charitable organization that you choose. If you could read a full page.
One Harry Potter book, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? He said, fuck the bucket house. I was like, nigga, that's such a 50 way of doing shit.
Because it was like, my favorite part is the way he says it. It was the way that he had, it was the staggered nigga after he said Harry Potter, but it was like,
you nigga.
It was just like, I just love a delayed insult. Because like, a delayed insult means a nigga was comfortable and thought it was over, but it wasn't over. If you can read one page out of a Harry Potter book, nigga. Like, dog, I thought you was done talking shit, but you wasn't. Like,
hell no.
I love a delayed insult. Me and my homeboy Blake used to do that all the time. Like, we would legit be like, every time we thought nigga was done talking, we slide another insult in there. Like, bro, you ain't never been shit,
nigga,
bitch. Like, bitch. Like, as soon as you bitch open your mouth and you just throw something else out there. Like, damn it, I wasn't ready. I love a good delayed insult.
For sure. But yeah, Mulatto. Hopefully, you choose a name that everybody's cool with, and just move a little better. Because I feel like it ain't even. It is your name, but it's like also how you went about it that niggas got like shit for you. It's because you had the name, and then when niggas brought it to your attention, niggas got evidence of you asking you, "Are you black?" And you're like, "No, I'm not black. I'm this and that."
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So when you're literally saying that you're not black, it's like because you could have been that. You'd be like, "Yeah, I'm black, but I'm also this." Niggas probably wouldn't have had a problem with that. No, nobody has a problem with you representing everything that you are, everything that's inside you. You know what I'm saying? But when you denounce one and then think you're going to try to represent it too, it's like, no, that's not how you do it. Because as soon as you said, I'm not black, a lot of people just shut off everything else you had to say. In text word, like in actual text form, you didn't say nothing wrong, but just how niggas hear. Once you said, I'm not black, everything you said after that, null and void. All niggas heard was, you ain't black, and now we got smoke for your ass. And the internet's going to internet. You feel me? So it's just like that's really where niggas got a problem with you. It's like it made something that probably nobody would have paid attention to or nobody would have really cared about and wouldn't have had no weight have some weight to it. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas get mad at niggas for dumb shit all the time, but then when you react dumb to it, it's like, oh, okay, now it's macaroni time. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know. Hopefully it's a lesson learned, and you know you can choose a name that people have a problem with. And if people do have a problem with it, just don't do something to make yourself look stupider. You feel me? I guess this nigga beat some sense into me with freaking UFC. But yeah, shout out to Mulatto. You know you still doing your thing. You ain't been canceled yet, so you know they still love you out here. So you definitely got a chance.
Niggas almost canceled her after she kept getting caught up stealing hair.
Oh, I heard that shit too. I remember that shit too,
and then
bro.
she was boldly acting like it was okay. No, but she didn't apologize. She just kept running with it. Like the girl was like, yeah, she stole her hair, and then like two other girls came out saying that she stole hair from them too, and she was trying to run with it. Like you ain't apologize. You ain't want to pay them back. Like none of that. And just,
bro, it's something about them. I don't even want to say the wrong thing because I don't want to get myself in trouble because you know. Colorism is real out here. Said one wrong thing, they'll paint you in a different way. But I'm just going straight into it. And he could be out of it. Doja Cat, also somebody light skinned and mixed with some things, and has racial issues, and was trying to be canceled, or they tried to cancel her, and apparently it didn't work because she out here and she is prospering. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit lasted maybe 2 weeks at most, with 1 week of the accusations floating, and then the second week of her apologizing and then not apologizing, and still just getting back to the music. Now I don't follow her, so I don't know if like the shit continued, and I'm just not aware of it. But like, yeah, even the podcasts I watch, like they'll mention her, but it's like they totally just write off the shit that she just did, even though that shit was some wild shit. And it's like I said before, it's like we forgive a lot of shit when we like your music. So she's still out here prospering. She got songs with everybody popping, Gucci, City Girls, all that shit. You know what I mean? Now her joint Silhouette Challenge, for those that don't know, it's her song on that shit. Apparently it's Streets by Doja Cat. And it makes it even worse because that's not even a song that just came out. That song has been out for a year. It's an older song. So that means it's about to be a song that gets the Wiz Khalifa effect when his shit was on TikTok. Shit been out for 2 years. And that shit about to get a resurgence and rechart You know what I'm saying? She about to fuck around and shoot a video for a song that's been out for a year and a half.
Until you told me, I didn't know that was her song. I really didn't know.
I didn't even know neither because I literally heard the shit and I kind of, I'm a Party Next Door Preston Tiller fan. So for those that know that vibe, that song was kind of sound like it was in that vibe. I thought it was about to be somebody new. Like I thought it was about to be like, shout out to my R&B heads, the ones that listen to LA, Shay Ekro, niggas that just be popping. Asia or Asian, I think that's her name. Her before she was popping. People that be having that vibe, and I feel like it was in that vein. So I was like, ooh, I just found a new song. Let me see whose song it is. And it ended up being Doja Cat, and I'm like, that don't even sound like Doja Cat. Like, she don't do slow joints like that, but, like I said, people ignore the bullshit you do when they like your music, and it seems like Doja Cat is putting numbers on the boards. So,
I agree with everything you just said.
So y'all tried to cancel her. I guess it didn't work this time. If she could just stay out the water and stop doing the bullshit, she'll be alright. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Alright, well, you know what I'm saying? We got one last news topic to talk about. My boy Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty videos coming out from apparently he was in a shootout all the way back in October. But his video is like just surfacing now. So like it looked like there was like some kind of shoe/drug deal, and it went south from what the reports are saying. You know what I'm saying? I ain't there.
Yeah, I guess I think they were trying to sell him some shoes or some shit, and I guess they tried to rob him, and he wasn't going for that shit. But I guess he ended up robbing the robbers or some shit. And
so that shit went south, and then there was a whole shootout, and then niggas got arrested, but then they got released on bond, and they bounced. So yeah. It's crazy, like this shit just coming out now, though. But I mean, that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? The courts move kind of slow. So. Yeah,
and then don't be going to pick up no sneakers in a McLaren. I think that's what also really makes it stand out is the fact that shootouts are going. A McLaren is around shootouts. That's a luxury car.
I was so confused why. I mean, they were selling luxury sneakers, but still, I was like, hold up. There was a shootout between a McLaren and a Maybach.
Yeah, what the hell? What the hell? Those cars should not be in shootouts. You know what I'm saying? Like. No jokes. The only time those cars are involved in shootouts is when somebody is trying to shoot out a rapper. It's not when the rapper's doing the blicking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like niggas don't even have to be involved in that shit. Like, I feel like Pooh Shiesty at that point was probably big enough that he could have just sent niggas to go get the shit. You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, I'm glad that Pooh Shiesty's alright. I'm glad it didn't, I think somebody got hit, but I don't think anybody died from it. Or anything.
Yeah, I don't think anybody died. So not that I know of. I remember niggas did go to the hospital and shit, but I don't think anybody died from it.
So I'm glad, especially during that time, that might also have been why shit went the way it was, because I feel like in October at that time, shit was getting crazy, rappers was dying, getting shot and shit like that. So I'm sure Pooh Shiesty had all the precautions. Even though the ultimate precaution would have been don't go, have somebody else get the shit for you. But he was like, yo, shit out here is wild. I don't know these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I got my shit on me because I ain't going. And apparently it was for the right situation.
Take my chain, I ain't going.
You know what I'm saying? Shoot New Jersey up. Yo, I rock with New Jersey niggas, but even New Jersey niggas gotta admit, Chief Keef is legendary for threatening to shoot a whole state up. I have never heard a nigga threaten to shoot
up and blow up a whole state.
Yes, from the going boom, New Jersey up. I ain't never heard nobody diss a whole state before. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's trying to check my chain, I ain't going. Finna go and shoot New Jersey up. That's crazy. Shout out Chief Keef. Chief Keef, legend. For real, legend, bro. Father to a lot of you niggas style. For sure.
Alright.
Yeah, man. Pooh Shiesty, man. I hope man's is gonna be alright. You know what I'm saying? I hope he gets a good lawyer. I don't want no more rappers to get locked up for dumb shit. I want rappers to stop being involved in dumb shit, and I want rappers to stop getting locked up for dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that.
Especially, there's always been gangsters in the game, but I feel like it's really apparent because I remember I saw said this. I think Rory said this on the Joe Budden year-end wrap up. It was like, bro, there's phones and cameras out. How do you do a crime? I'm broke, right? Mm-hmm. So I feel like any black man that's broke, wrestles with himself. Even if you could be the most sidewalk nigga ever. If you are broke, you contemplate sometimes and be like, you know what? It really can't be that dangerous to sell crack. Like, it can't be that. The game can't be that dangerous, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I could get in, make a few $100,000 and just get out. Like, you know what I'm saying? You entertain them thoughts. You never do it, but you entertain them wild thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Or when you see niggas showing mad money and shit, but they just showing mad money and acting like shit is sweet. You know what I'm saying? You just look at their jaw and be like, you know what? You probably can't take a punch. Like, if I catch you just one good square time, like, you know what I'm saying? You'll go to sleep and everything in your pockets will be mine. Like, I definitely felt that way when I first moved out here. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta niggas, regular working niggas be having knots of money and shit. I remember the time what was the Jamaican restaurant Jamrock, when you and I both went in there and there was a nigga in front of us and he pulled out a wad of cash and I'm just like, nigga, I was like, nigga, if my nigga was on that type of time and I just slid you right now, like that money would be mine, B. Like the food wasn't even that good. We don't gotta come back to that restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like your knot would be in my pocket, B, easily.
Nah, niggas is good for that shit out here. So
that I don't rob, but I feel like I be having that robber's mentality sometimes because I'm broke. So, you know, and Casanova will tell you a robber is a hater. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, like, man, just y'all be careful out there, please. Please be careful. For sure.
Alright, so we're going to get off into these fan questions. You know what I'm saying? If you, like what we said earlier, if you got a fan question, hit us up.
Fan questions! Y'all let us know how that sounds.
I'll let you know how it sounds when I edit it. So we're gonna start off. We got We got 4 of these, and then there's probably older ones that I might have to go back and find. But we're gonna go these first, folks. Keep it nice and simple.
All right.
Want to do top 3 dream battles?
Cool. I'll go first.
Go ahead.
First one I have is Murder Mook versus JC. I only say this because I still don't understand the praise that JC gets, and I feel like Murder Mook is not just a battle anymore. I feel like Murder Mook is a killer. Murder Mook is somebody that like I ain't gonna lie. I feel like honestly, with K-Shine excluded, because K-Shine is definitely the most consistent and one of the best, if not the best battle rapper out right now. But I feel like when Murder Mook steps in the ring, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't step in the ring often. You know what I mean? You may get like what? If you're lucky, you'll get 2 Murder Mook battles a year. And that's really lucky. Really is on average maybe 1 every 2 years probably. Like, yeah. It really depends on what Smack feels like giving, you know what I'm saying, as far as the bag. Because it ain't like he's short of competition. Like anybody would love to battle Murder Mook. As much as, when niggas getting them face-offs and want to talk shit to a nigga, they really just want to be like, thank you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity. Like, Ain't no nigga gonna be like, yo, I don't want to battle Murder Mook. I ain't fucking with him. He's soft. He lost it. Whatever. Nah.
He don't be a nigga putting in no work. Our boy Beatty on land riding now.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't with the shits. You know what I mean? But Murder Mook is a killer out here, and I feel like where people are giving JC his praise, I feel like either if JC were to go against Murder Mook, it could either be one or both things. Murder Mook will finally murder JC, and people will realize like that JC is not as hyped up as he seems to be, or JC will take this like serious. Not saying he doesn't take other battles serious, but it will bring a JC out that we haven't seen, and it will finally lead us to be like, okay, we gotta respect this nigga's pen because this was a different JC. You know what I'm saying? He stood up to Murder Mook and he didn't get demolished, or it might have even won. And I ain't gonna lie, I feel even honestly close enough to say, besides maybe Murder Mook versus Low Deluxe, the first one, Murder Mook is kind of undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who you could say has beaten him. You know what I mean? But that's why I think Murder Mook versus JC, that would be a good battle because it would Murder Mook was gonna murder Mook. You know what I'm saying? And JC, it would either get JC destroyed and get him up out of here, or we'll see a JC that will finally be like, all right, we can't front on this nigga no more. This nigga is a respectable, you know what I'm saying, respectable MC. You know what I mean?
All right. So you want me to go next? Like,
yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So a battle I've always wanted to see is a battle that's like niggas is trying to make happen, but it's probably not gonna happen. Is Daylight versus Lux.
For sure.
Daylight is like niggas who really listen to Daylight, like not and niggas who could get past the antics. They know Daylight was one of the best to ever do it for real, for real. Like
That nigga different.
With the pen and shit, like that nigga really is crazy.
For sure. He's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper.
Yeah, and it's like I feel like a nigga like Lux. First off, this battle will be long as fuck. A nigga like Lux, I feel like Daylight might expose that nigga. I feel like Lux be talking, but he don't always be talking to niggas for real. Like Lux be doing a lot of talking in general. Sometimes it be a lot of filler. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
But Daylight really be talking to niggas. Like them shits be some real compact shit. Like if you listen to it again, like you find some shit. Kind of like when you listen to an old Lupe song. Like,
yeah.
Daylight has really dense verses.
He's every fucking bar, but it's every fucking bar like there's something delivered.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every fucking bar has a aim and a target and it hits. Whereas Loaded Lux, like his filler will be poetic. Don't get me wrong. His filler will be some like poetic, but it won't hit nothing. This is still a battle. If it was just bars, your shit like your filler would be like okay, but the fact that you're supposed to be aiming at somebody, you have a target, you're supposed to be hitting that shit. All them filler bullets ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you have a clip and some of them are actual bullets and some of them are rubber bullets, it's not the same fight. You feel me? So
that's my answer. Yeah, that's my first one.
All right. So my second one is gonna be, and forgive me if I end up saying one that's already happened, because you know, I'm.
It's possible.
I got a job.
The only person I've ever known who has a job. The only person in history of existence who's ever worked a job is you.
I got a job and a girlfriend. I'm trying to be a producer. So there's a lot of shit going on, and I sleep. But Murder Mook versus K Shine. I would like to see that. That hasn't happened yet, right?
No.
I would like to see that because I feel
actually hold up.
Is it next to happen?
No, it hasn't happened. I was thinking I've seen Mook versus Calico. I ain't seen Mook versus Shine. And Mook versus Calico was mad old.
Yeah, wasn't it the one where I think a nigga choked him? Oh no, that was Arsenal versus. He was in the crowd. Somebody did that shit. But yeah, I would like to see Murder Mook versus K Shine. I think it would be the best of the best. Harlem versus Harlem. You know, like I said, we already know Murder Mook is gonna murder Mook. I feel like it would bring out a K Shine that would be the best K Shine, but I feel like it would also be a K Shine that would probably lead him to probably go a different route because he might not be able to go the average K Shine route. Like Murder Mook is not an average opponent. Like he's gonna break you down, so you're gonna have to come in a different direction. And sometimes niggas ain't prepared. Even the best of the best ain't prepared to go a different direction. You know what I'm saying? Like how niggas like Tay-Rock. Tay-Rock's one of the best, but you know what I'm saying, when you stand next to a god, you know what I'm saying, what's a king? You feel me? So, well, yeah, Murder Mook versus K Shine, I would like to see that.
Alright, so my next dream battle, this is kind of cheating, but for Averb to stop. Just play.
Averb versus himself.
Averb versus retirement.
Averb versus me.
I need retirement to beat his ass.
You know what I'm saying? You need the same man to get that nigga off the stage. Sure.
But nah, I kind of want to see I want to see my boy Swave really get more big name battles. Like, and I know you're not as big on Swave. I understand that. I like Swave Sever.
I respect him though.
I want to see my boy Swave Sever get like a big name, and I really feel like Swave could put on a good battle against a nigga like K Shine. But like I don't know. I think you said before Harlem niggas don't like battling each other, and I have no idea what part of New York Swave is from.
Harlem.
Okay, yeah, cool. I guess correctly because to me, I have no idea who's from where.
Yeah.
But I feel like that would be a good battle.
Yeah, because you realize actually, when you think about it, there's a lot of Harlem battlers, but they battle everybody but each other. Yeah. The only really Harlem battlers that battled each other was Mook and Loaded Lux. And the funny thing is, them niggas battle each other all the time when they're on the come up, but I guess once the cameras came out,
it's different.
I guess niggas clicked up or whatever, so it's like Harlem got to be united front. And most of the niggas that them niggas battled before the cameras came in, those are niggas trying to be artists. They weren't trying to be battle rappers, so they're not on the stage battling them niggas. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure Murder Mook has went against like a 40 Cal, which I don't know if you know that name, but like, you know, niggas that had record deals and shit, or like, you know, niggas that was diplomats. Like I said, 40 Cal, J.R. Ryder, Uncasa, like, you know, all them niggas battled each other. You know what I'm saying? But oh yeah, that's another one. T-Rex versus Uncasa. That they battled each other before, but that was like real early.
Them niggas said that they the reason for URL. If you let
T-Rex and Uncasa?
If you let T-Rex say it, T-Rex said he the reason for URL.
T-Rex and Math Hoffa.
Both of them niggas.
That was the first.
Both of them niggas say that.
Uncasa take a lot of. I'll get Uncasa's like 60% right. Because niggas be really trying to get credit for shit just because they were involved in something.
Dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever seen... I've told you about this, right? The episode of My Expert Opinion with T-Rex on Matt Fafa's show.
Yeah, I think I've seen one of them if he was on there more than once.
He's only on there one. But was it the one where Head Ice showed up too?
Yes.
Okay, we've seen
and
the
you were
same
like
one.
Head Ice was every
Head Ice found a way to say he was at every fucking event.
I was in the back.
These niggas, Math Hoffa and T-Rex telling old school stories, and the Head Ice, oh yeah, I was there too, nigga. And these niggas having everybody was like, hold up, what?
At a certain point, niggas was like, alright, really? You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, I was there. I was right in the corner.
This nigga would tell the same story from a different angle, and they'd be like, nigga, I don't know, dog. Like, them niggas was all telling war stories, and I was like, dog, I don't remember you being there, actually.
I fuck with Head Ice. I swear I do, bro. Yeah.
But yeah,
I can fuck with that, Sway, because I feel like Sway was one of the people that like he takes battling serious, but not as like serious as he should, because he not came into the game, but when URL was going on, he was already an older nigga.
Yeah.
So it's like nigga ain't gonna be sitting there doing 100 battles all the damn time.
Mm-mm.
But when he shows up, he shows up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even that one time when he went against New Jersey Twerking, he was drunk the whole time. Like, it was still fire. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was getting his shit off. You know what I mean? So, and that was against, I don't think New Jersey Twerk choked that time. So that was against a good twerk.
Yeah.
Pause. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Swave said, there are a few names that don't get the recognition they deserve.
Mm.
But if they put in more work or were more consistent, they could be top tier. It's just that they don't care to. Maybe they got other shit going on.
Swave say niggas be ducking him. Swave been saying that for years now. I feel like it's possible. I don't think the nigga lying. I do believe niggas probably be ducking him. But
I believe him because there's so many battles that go on and so many niggas battling. Niggas is running out of niggas to battle, and there's new battles coming up all the time. But like, if you've been putting in work for 5 years and there's a nigga that just popped out of PG, I don't want to battle that nigga. I want to battle a nigga that's gonna help me get up. Pause. But it's like, yeah, I can believe niggas ducking Swave. Cause niggas listen too. They front, but niggas listen.
Definitely.
Niggas know what kind of monster you are, even if they don't give you your credit. So, Swave is a monster for sure. We gotta get more Swave battles up here.
That's possible.
But okay.
Last one. This is your third.
Last one.
Yeah, go to three. Yeah, it's your third.
Now for this one, I want to see Head Ice versus Murder Mook.
I feel like them old niggas in battle before. They never battled before.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I don't think they battled before.
Probably not on camera. Maybe back in the day or something.
And if not Murder Mook versus Loaded Lux, I feel like that would be something because those that don't know, Head Ice is actually Loaded Lux's OG. Because, you know, there was a whole world going on before cameras started coming around. And every city had their own battle politics, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's why places like Harlem are so recognized, Philly's so recognized. I ain't gonna lie, like how many Philly battle rappers are there? There should have been more. Because I remember there was one time, even like industry niggas was like I remember Jadakiss went to Cosmic Kevin one time. I was like, bruh, how do you not have a whole conglomerate of rappers? Like, Philly niggas get busy. I'm like, nigga, you watch one, I think it was 2 Raw for the Streets or Raw Reports, something with Raw in it. Nigga, it was a Philly DVD, all Philly niggas. Every nigga that went on was fire. You know what I'm saying? Now, niggas like Cicero, Meek Mill, and Reed Dollars was, you know, some recognizable names, but nigga, there was no weak nigga on that shit. Like, everybody had flames. You know what I mean? But, yeah, like, I would like to see Loaded Lux. I would say Loaded Lux. Let me change that because I already got 2 more moves. I would say Low Deluxe versus Head Ice just because there's history there.
They never battled before.
Nah, not on camera. But it would be funny. It would be nice to see because while Low Deluxe is like one of the highest regarded names, and yes, Head Ice got his credit, a king of the dot, which baffles me because
Me too, nigga.
Head Ice is one of them niggas that's one of the more street rappers, like niggas that actually had pull in his hood before he became before cameras came involved and he became a battle rapper, and he talks in codes and terms that sometimes go over my head. So I'm wondering how he's popping in King of the Dot, which is not one of URL is the more street like brand. You know what I'm saying? It's the bigger brand, but it's also the more street brand. So with King of the Dot being lesser street in my eyes, I do wonder how he prospered so much to be able to be like champion or King of the Ring, whatever championship they had there. Like that threw me all the way off. Because also I consider Head Ice to be one of the people that like only I'm a fan of. Not only me, but I can understand like me liking him and this nigga being like, I don't want to listen to him, which is what it is. True. That's why I haven't done no Head Ice battles because he refuses. You know what I'm saying? But it would be funny because I feel like Head Ice knows would take that battle serious, and it will probably show like a different Head Ice, or he just might come in with the same old bop and just be more of himself than he's ever been. And Low Deluxe, it's gonna be different because they have history, so that's his OG. So it would just be it might be a different Lux. Because usually Lux, I don't say he little boys niggas, but he's always trying to talk to niggas. So it's like, how do you talk to somebody that you learn from? You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
You could tell him where he was wrong in his teachings. That's the only angle you could take it. Like, you taught me this shit ain't work. Now I'm doing this.
Told me this shit ain't work. Yeah.
Now I'm here and you over there. Everybody want to battle me. Nobody want to battle you. Like,
and it could be the same thing for Head Ice too. He could become like, you was my youngin'. I taught you everything you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be the person to say niggas don't give Head Ice credit. Anytime somebody raps slow, I take that as Head Ice is the father of that shit. Because I remember when niggas would battle, niggas would treat it like there was a track there. Niggas would act like Swiss Beats was on the track and they were freaking rapping to a beat because they would rap mad fast. K Shine used to do that shit. Murder Mook used to do that shit. Freaking everybody in the battle used to do that shit. But niggas really slowed down their shit, and niggas like Goods and Head Ice, you know what I'm saying, was like the niggas that would just enunciate every word and make sure everything was heard. I wasn't even trying to rhyme that time, but I remember shit when Lions Den was coming out, niggas saying that Goods was a Head Ice's son and shit. Not literally, but like just in style, because they was the two niggas that would kind of rhyme slow. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna give you one more. All right. Speaking of Goods, I'm not the biggest Goods fan, but I do appreciate Goods style and the whole slow rhyming and shit. Like, I actually really do want to see Goods versus Jada Nightwing. I know you're not familiar with Jada Nightwing. You're not really up on the new niggas, but
was he the one missing the tooth that was saying he wanted K Shine and niggas was like, no?
That was Fonz.
Oh, okay.
Jada Nightwing.
That's the nigga he went against.
Yes.
Okay.
Jada Nightwing. He just battled Twerk like a week ago, and then
okay, so I mean he didn't climb.
Jada Nightwing been popping since it came out.
Okay. Respectfully.
He has a really slow, methodical style, and he was showing out against Twerk. Like, Twerk was doing his shit, dog. You ain't seen the battle, but Twerk is his first battle since his car accident. So the nigga, we 8 months of no Twerk. The nigga rapped. Like, his first round was like 7 minutes. The nigga got strapped in the first round.
He had a lot to say. Huh?
A whole lot to say. And then like the last 2 rounds were still long, but you could say he was freestyling because he let everything go in that first round. I'm just like, nigga, why didn't you save any of this for the other rounds? Like, he was too excited.
That nigga said, you only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow.
But Jada Nightwing, he was really well composed against a style like that. He was even like, yeah, loud, aggressive, jumping around, nigga. I wouldn't want to battle against that. He's like, until I did. I battled 20 niggas with this same style now. Like, I'm used to this shit. Like, he was too composed. I was like, I don't know how it would be seeing 2 composed niggas battle each other. So I feel like Goods, a nigga who just be talking to niggas, going against another nigga who just be talking to niggas.
Yeah, that'd be a good show.
Dog.
It'd be a good clash of styles.
But like Goods only take battles he want, cause like Goods been wanting that Geechee battle for like all last year. Goods is calling for that shit, so he got it at the end. So Goods really only battle niggas he want to battle. Like he called niggas up and be like, if the battle don't make sense, he don't even want it. So
for sure.
But I want that battle.
Or he'll spend the whole battle talking about I don't give a fuck about this battle. I think he
only-
did that shit against Rome. I was like, damn.
Did it against Rome, kind of like when Av did that shit too.
Yeah, Av did that shit. Av did that shit and was still fire. That nigga was capping. There's no way you that good and you don't give a fuck about the battle, bro. Like, there's no way you that good because you was still every fucking bar on that shit. Shout out to Av.
It like what was crazy is like
Is Av one against good shit?
Not that I know of. No, I don't think so.
That would be a good one
I don't
too.
think Av battle good. So
Shout out to Av.
It was crazy. It was like he did a whole Jersey scheme. I was like, nigga, like all these like this. It was crazy. Like, Av, why you doing this nigga like this? Like, everyone talking about you know I want to battle you, right? Like you know I want to be here for this shit, right? I'm only doing this cause I'm friends with all that shit. He's like, nigga, I don't even want to be doing this to you, dog. Like,
nigga, he's playing the whole time while he didn't want to battle the nigga and was still destroying the nigga.
Murdering that nigga. It was like I felt bad for the nigga.
Yeah, bro.
I felt bad. And it was like all I remember about that battle. I can't even remember the nigga's name he battled. It was a Jersey nigga. His name was Jay. I think it was Jay something. I remember the girl behind him eating chicken. You remember the girl? Yeah. It was a girl behind him with a box of food.
I think I remember that.
Grubbing.
Yeah, this shit had glasses on. This shit like a white hoodie, some natural hair, a Nubian queen. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think I remember that battle too.
Yeah.
I was like, I think it was like some Chinese chicken too. Like, she was grubbing them.
It was wings, bro. She was going in.
She was going in on. I was like, they allow food on the stage. Like
I've never seen that before.
Never before. Hey, yo, speaking of that too, shout out. We're gonna send a little. Well, I'm gonna send a little shout out to Jazz the rapper, right? Because I remember I saw a comment on one of the battles that I saw that had her on the stage, and it was like, I always look at Jazz the rapper if a bar goes on my head, so I know if it's hot or not. I was like, that's really like you really look at her for a reaction. Like when some hot shit is said, she'll be like, ooh, she'll make the squint face.
Because Jazz don't react to shit. Like Jazz don't.
It gotta be hard for her to react.
Yeah, that's very true.
For sure.
All right, so that's good for the top 3 dream battles. Shout out to my boy Sauce X for that question.
Shout out Sauce.
That was over in the Discord. And then these next questions, we got 3 of them from Public Enemy B. Public Enemy B said, first question, I'm probably gonna take all these, the first 2 myself. It was top 5 battles of 2020 and top 5 battlers of 2020. And you ain't really watched that many battles from 2020, so
I'll chime in when I can.
All right, so I'm gonna do top 5 battles of 2020. So
top 5 dead or alive.
I'm not gonna go in no particular order. Just they all is top 5 worthy from 2020. So obviously I'm gonna say first off, one most important about 2020 was the Ultimate Madness. Very first battle of the Ultimate Madness tournament. It was Real Sick versus Jaden Nightwing. Them niggas set off the whole tournament because you've at least seen Real Sick. Real Sick and Jaden Nightwing had the first battle, and them niggas set the tone.
Because the battle I saw was Real Sick versus
Chiller. You saw Real Sick versus Chiller.
Yeah, which was really good.
Yeah, so
really good.
Real Sick's been battling that well since he came in. So he battled Jaden Nightwing first round, and it was one of the. Oh, this shit was crazy. I was like, I don't know either one of these niggas, but now I'm a fan of both of these niggas. Like, it was really, it was like the best possible presentation for a rookie. Like, if you trying to come in the game and get a name, they did it. Both of them niggas did it, and that shit was crazy. So that's easily one of the most important about 2020 was Jaden Nightwing versus Real Sick, and round 1 of Ultimate Madness won because nigga, they've been fire ever since. Both of them been fire ever since. Jay, he went all the way to the finals, and he lost to Fonz in the finals, but Fonz is good as shit too, so I understand.
Did they ever give him that K-Shine battle that they advised him not to take?
Nah, he didn't get that. He just battled Av like a month ago. Cause he hadn't battled since Ultimate Madness. The rest of the niggas was battling. Fonz did the interview. He said something about I think he said he was sick or something like that. He had a lot of shit going on in his life. He's like people was dying and shit. So he was like, he had a lot of stuff going on. So he really didn't have time to be going back and battling and shit. He had other shit going on in his life.
It was 2020, so I'm gonna argue against that.
Yeah. But Fonz is getting back in the game. He just battled Av. They got real similar styles. I actually have not watched that battle. It's been out for like a month. I need to go watch it, see if it was good.
And you did say that like Fonz was good, but like the battle that he had against Jaden Nightwing, that was like one of his worst performances.
It wasn't. It was one of Jay's.
It was like mid.
It was one of Jay's. Like it was like Jay, dog. Like this way, this ain't gonna beat Fonz. Cause Jay battled right after Fonz. He battled Suge. He battled Shotgun Suge. And the annoying thing about Jay Nightwing is that the nigga raps so well, but he keeps trying to take on like this bully persona. It's unnecessary because like he's like a big Samoan nigga,
and it's hard to bully Suge because Suge is the biggest nigga.
But he be bullying everybody. Like he be trying to bump niggas and shit. But it's like you like only niggas like Suge got to do that. Niggas whose raps really ain't that crazy to where they gotta have the performance.
Yeah.
But when you rap so good, you can just stand there and out rap niggas. What do you look? It looks forced when you try to bully niggas as well. It's like, dog, you don't even gotta do all this extra shit. And you can still win. Like, just get up there and rap, my nigga, and like. He actually, like, when he battled Twerk, him and Twerk, they ain't do no bumping. They was chilling. Like, I was like, this is a great performance for you, my nigga. Ain't no forced bullying here. Like,
you gotta let that shit go because the only time it works is you have to bully you have to literally put your life on the line. And you gotta bully the niggas that shouldn't be bullied. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd have to go against Calico and do that shit. And Calico ain't going for none of that shit.
Because Calico has asked us, am I wrong if I
beat a nigga ass? You feel me? So, it's like, it ain't worth it at the end of the day. Look what Suge had to go through just for his bully persona. Like, nigga almost died in Detroit, and niggas remind him of that shit all the time.
Every chance they get.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Another very important battle from 2020 was DNA versus Vixen at Queen of the Ring. I didn't know who Vixen was. I knew who DNA was, a legend in the game. And Vixen murdered that nigga. And I'm not saying, like, I don't mean she kind of beat that nigga. Vixen murdered that nigga. Like,
headshot.
Dog. Like, murdered that nigga. And it's not at all what the streets saw coming. Like, we was all in the comments like, yo, I don't know this Vixen chick, but she fucking this nigga up. Like, and she did all 3 rounds. I don't think that nigga won not one of them rounds, yo. Like,
he got handled. You always gotta treat life like the camera's on. Feel me?
Sure.
That way you don't get caught up with no stupid shit.
So yeah, like I was saying, Vixen murderized that nigga on a national stage, and I was a biggest fan after that. DNA had to switch his whole style up. After that is when he went on that whole "I'm not doing gun bars no more" talk. That's when he battled Lou Castro, which was a great battle.
See, shout out. Is Vixen black?
I think she is part black.
Shout out to a beautiful black woman, you know what I'm saying? Only a black woman can whoop a nigga ass so bad he switches his whole style up. That's the power of the black woman right there, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You better come correct when you around these women or they gonna whip your ass and make you evaluate yourself, nigga. You feel me? Shout out to Vixen. I ain't watched the battle, but you know, I'm gonna check it out. Was it on the app or was it on
it was live.
On YouTube? It's live?
It's not on the YouTube. They don't be putting shit on their YouTube no more.
Got you.
I'm gonna say another important battle is actually another Ultimate Madness, but Ultimate Madness 2. It was, I would say, this was the coming out party for Easy the Block Captain. Easy Block Captain versus Don Marino. He won, like, Easy won his first round battle, but I feel like the Don Marino battle is when the nigga really started, like, getting respect. Because Don Marino walked around, like, Don Marino did some shit where he was, like, walking around the nigga, just bumping the nigga, highly unnecessary shit. And I remember he said stupid to him, or he said first, or Easy said it back.
What?
The stupid shit. Remember Easy said to walk around calling him stupid, and after he been doing that shit ever since.
Bro, that's his signature. Bullshit.
The bullshit?
Bullshit.
Gotcha. That shit caught on like fire. Nigga been popping ever since. I'm not. He's a good rapper, but like ever since then, niggas really been like, yo, I like this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with him.
At least he wasn't trying to make a round, rap around, because that rap was a round.
That's like you're saying the bullshit and the
yeah, but I feel like I ain't see the bullshit shit happen until after the Don Marino. Unless you've seen older Easy battles where he was doing that too.
The bullshit you know?
Yeah. I'm not familiar with the nigga enough to know. I saw him battle a couple other niggas, but
it's bullshit is that nigga name. What's that nigga name? Easy the Block Captain?
Yeah.
Please change your name. That's just too much. Easy the Block Captain. Like, You have 3 names in one name. Like,
I mean, Holmesy the God has a long name. John the Don has a long name.
I feel like those names kind of roll off. Though. Easy the Block Captain is a lot.
Jay the Nightwing.
Jay the Nightwing. Jay the Nightwing is pushing it, but at least Nightwing can be considered one word. You have a 3-word minimum for your name. I mean, maximum for your name. All right. First of all, there's a lot of syllables in there too. Easy the Block Captain. That's too much. You know what I'm saying? Now, John the Don, that's also pushing it too. Even though it's technically 2 words, but he used the first word twice, so he can get away with it. You know what I'm saying? But all the ones, what's the name? Damn. What you call it hasn't battled so much. I'm forgetting his name, and he was John's supposed to be his clone. Who's the other Don?
Hollow?
Hollow the Don. Damn.
Talking about the Don.
Damn, the Don.
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot his name. Legit,
forgot about
bro.
the Don.
Damn, yo, how long has it been since that nigga battled?
Long enough for me to stay like that. The last Hollow battle I can think of is when he did it was him. It was him and Lux versus Chess and Tay Rock.
Yeah, Loaded Hollows. Yeah. I forgot you ain't a fan of Hollow the Don.
I'm really not big on Hollow, bro. And it's like I get that he been around for a minute and he battled a lot of niggas. That's cool. You're gonna get respect off that, but
he was good at one time. He was like on fire one time. Like he's one of the people that kind of have like a Tay Rock story where Tay Rock got destroyed and then came back and was fire for some reason. If you ever want to watch, since you don't like Hollow the Don, watch Fight Club battle. Arsenal versus Hollow the Don. Arsenal, yo, if Arsenal was that same Arsenal every battle, he'd be the greatest battler ever. Okay, that nigga was, yo. You remember that, right? Fight Club, Arsenal versus Hollow the Don.
I can't think of it off the top of my head.
It was such a long time ago. It was when Arsenal was still skinny. Niggas were still wearing freaking True Religion and Von Dutch and shit. Like it was mad long ago. But yo, that nigga. Okay, it was when niggas go against Arsenal and be like the Hulkamania leg drop. It's up from that battle. That battle is a classic. You know what I'm saying? Yo, the energy. Yo, that was an amazing nigga. That nigga right there is K-Shine now, basically. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, continue.
All right. So the next question is from also from Public Enemy B. He asked for our top 5 battlers 2020. Basically, top 5 niggas who was doing that shit in 2020.
Top 5 dead or alive.
I hate to do your own echo. Nigga. You doing your own echo is always funny. For this one, we brought Shaq back in for it. Say something.
What's good with y'all Philly representing?
Yeah, he don't like being on camera. I respect that. I understand that. So he's gonna hear him.
He's the assassin. You feel me? He's in the trees waiting to clap a nigga. You feel me? Don't fuck with us. We out here.
Sure.
His words, not mine.
Yeah. If I had to choose my top 5 battlers of 2020, again, this ain't gonna be in no particular order. There's certain niggas who had to be in that conversation. All right. Geechee Gotti
always
has to be in that conversation. Geechee battled at damn near every event. He was not whack one time.
Every fucking bar.
Geechee has to be in that conversation.
Every fucking round, especially the third.
So, Geechee's in my top 5 of 2020.
Ain't no nigga lost as many homies as Geechee Gotti, nigga. That's straight up. I was so mad Good said that shit. I was like, you do lose homies every battle.
It don't make no sense,
man. Damn, man.
It's dangerous outside.
Dangerous, man. Compton, man. Damn.
And again, it's like I kind of want to say this nigga going off sheer volume. Mm-hmm. I want to say Danny Myers, but I don't think I could put him in my top 5. Even though the nigga battled at literally every single event of 2020, I don't know if I could put him in that conversation either, because not all of Danny's performances was hitting like easy. Not easy, I'm sorry, like Geechee. The names sound too similar. So yeah, but Geechee in there just off volume. Danny, you might have made it off volume alone, but they wasn't as good. Another of my top 5s.
So maybe you say the bar guy got a honorable mention.
Yep, you want to do it like a draft?
You can go next if you want. He ain't gonna have one, so it's fine. You can go.
I was gonna say real sick, nigga.
his one.
That's his one.
That's my one, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Put on a good performance when I seen him against Chilla Jones.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I respect that answer.
Word up.
Alright. I'm not gonna go with my obvious, because y'all know what my obvious is. So my number one, Vixen the Assassin. She jumped on my radar. She got a few battles this year, actually. Outside of just body and DNA.
Knocking
She
on
got,
those other
some,
two.
she got a few other battles that made me tune in. You know, I don't even tune in to female battle rap usually. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I watched that event off the strength of Kev. You know what I'm saying? Telling me about it. But
Representing for our women.
she got me to go back and watch more of her battles.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely just for getting on my radar this year. She up there. She up there for me.
Word up.
Yeah, like she nice. I'm looking forward to her next battle. She's supposed to be battling JC next at the King vs. Queens too. She battling JC.
But she banned Loso.
I take that all the way back. She battling Loso. Who battling JC?
How you go from DNA to Loso? Somebody got to talk to me. If I just battle DNA at the event 1 and event part 2, I get Loso. Somebody got to talk to me, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody got to talk to me.
Another one of my top 5 of 2020. K Shine.
I ain't mad at that, son.
He ain't having a one bad performance in 2020. I'd say his weakest performance was in 2021. That's not the same. It's not the same. Because every battle he had in 2020, he straight up murdered them.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Not one bad battle in 2020. So, and like he one of my favorites to ever do it. So it's like I was glad to see him bodying niggas all that year. Like every battle he had, it was like this nigga is crazy. So, K-Shine.
Ironic that you say that because the person I'm going to mention is actually somebody that got fucking bodied by K-Shine. Pat Stay. You know what I'm saying? Pat Stay was pretty fire this year. You know what I'm saying? Come through with that different style. I like that comedy style because we hear aggressive. I've been hearing aggressive niggas since we wore baggy clothes. Like, so that shit impresses me, but only impresses me so much, nigga. Like, it's 2020. You can't even say really bad shit. I've heard niggas talk about blowing your brains out and then feeding it to your seed like baby food. Word to Cassidy. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool, but like I like niggas that switch up the style a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So Pat Stay is a mention for me on top 5. Just for stop mixing styles.
Who you got?
Alright, so just to give a disclaimer, certain niggas I'm not gonna mention it. Y'all already mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So like y'all already mentioned them. I'm spreading the wealth because my shit could probably go. A lot of niggas.
That's also what I'm doing
Like
too.
this was like a new reference battle rap. Like for me, I done lost hope, faith, any type of passion for battle rap or love for it for a couple of years. Like this was like the first like full year where I was like, oh yeah, niggas on this shit. So
Reed Dollars.
I would definitely say no. You only had one battle. I would definitely say K Shine. You know what I'm saying? But my brother Kev said that. So I'm gonna go with his partner in crime. I'm gonna give it to DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I heard y'all talking earlier about him and Assassin. I feel like, you know, that's funny. That's a funny narrative, but I feel like she ain't there with him into changing his style. I feel like he had already had plans on changing his style.
Mm-hmm.
He just like this was a battle he didn't really care about, so he kind of played into it a little bit. But like even in that, he tried to shy away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the second round, he spent the whole second round breaking down how she mixed and how you know what I'm saying, like the white side of her and doing the whole superhead vixen flip. It had nothing to do with guns. So he kind of was already going through that path. Yeah. And then he just ripped that shit. Like I ain't, you know, and I would never been a DNA fan, but I'm a DNA fan this year. This DNA, and yeah, he killed that nigga Luke Castro, which is further proving his King of Proving Ground. Ain't that his title? King of PG Killer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So much respect, DNA.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Yeah, that's a good answer. He kind of I wanted to say Luke Castro, but then you're gonna talk about how he killed Luke Castro, so I don't know if I want to say Luke Castro.
I mean, I said Pat Stay after.
I was saying he got killed by a giant nigga.
Yeah,
because like.
And I said Pat Stay after Pat Stay got murdered by K-Shine.
It's the difference between murder and getting assassinated. Because to get murdered, you have to like I don't know. I feel like to be assassinated, that means you really didn't know this shit was coming. Like, that nigga did not look ready for this shit, dog. Like,
he got sniped.
Dog. Dog, it was a hit put on that nigga, dog. They put a hit out on that nigga.
He got Call of Duty.
Dog, it was not pretty. Alright, so I'm gonna actually do another up and coming nigga actually. Kid Chaos.
Okay.
In 2020, Kid Chaos put his name on the map. Same way I told you that Jay Nightwing and Real Sick set off the Ultimate Madness tournament and set the tone. Kid Chaos did that same shit with his stint in Ultimate Madness. Because Kid Chaos versus Lou Castro might have been like one of the second best battle to happen during the Ultimate Madness tournament, like the first one. Because Kid Chaos, Lou Castro was crazy. So I'm gonna say Kid Chaos, and he came out the game. He came in. He's like a lyrical type nigga. He was rapping like that tournament wasn't set for him because of the time rounds. He was kind of rapping too fast. But once he got comfortable, he been tearing niggas. Like niggas really been fucking with Kid Chaos all this year after that shit. And I feel like 2021 finna be Chaos year. I remember Shaq. Me and Shaq was really talking about this shit when it was what battle that was. It was recent when niggas was like, yo, he got this shit from Chaos. Chilla.
The default scheme.
Yeah.
The default battle rapper scheme. Yeah, he stole that shit from Chaos. But that was another great battle. The battle that he stole it from, it was Chaos versus Danger
Zone. Yeah.
Great battle.
Yeah. Kid Chaos was having a crazy year. Like all of the niggas, all the new niggas who went through Ultimate Madness, dog, really getting their name on the map. Like it's definitely a new wave in battle rap. That was a dope bell for the people at home wondering what that sound was. That was not Quan playing more sound effects.
Because we really in the traps.
Oh my, shut up. Just stop.
What you mean?
Stop.
You know our bop. You know how we living out here. You know we living real rad. If this rap shit don't work, this podcast don't work, we run up in niggas' houses. My word. So.
Nigga, do you have a third or no?
Yeah, I got my third.
You just talking.
You think I'm Charlie Clips, nigga?
You just stalled this shit, dog.
I didn't know. Okay, Tay Rock. That's my third.
All right.
Been pretty consistent.
Tay Rock battled at a bunch of events in 2020 as well.
Because he's had some ups and some downs, you know what I'm saying? But his downs have been by very respectable niggas. So it's like...
Tay Rock in 2020, he battled Daylight, he battled Mook. Who else he battled in 2020?
Yeah, he battled, that's the game.
I feel like he battled early in the year too.
I know he had to have more.
I feel like he did though.
Tay Rock battles more than twice a year. He definitely had to have more battles than just those two.
I don't think he did this year, bro, because he ain't do none of them quarantine battles. He ain't do no quarantine battles. He ain't do no RBE battles. So any battles that he was on would have been a caffeine event. He ain't do no rooftop battles. That was the first thing they started doing in February, late February, early March. So unless he battled in January.
I mean, shit. I'm sure he had some caffeine battles this year.
I'm looking at it right now. He did do a quarantine battle. Apparently, it was Tay Rock versus Mike P back in April 1st. Yeah, I didn't even know about that shit. No, this is me. Like I'm on Verse Tracker right now, going through every event. They got a Tay Rock versus Mike P quarantined April 1st. I'm confident it wasn't that good because I've never heard anything else about this shit.
Or maybe it was just consistently good because Tay Rock has always been good, and that's why it was getting notoriety when he was getting his ass whooped. When he was freaking losing against Murder Mook and losing against, well, not losing, because even when niggas said he went against Daylight, it was like Daylight won, but Tay Rock didn't lose.
Yeah, he didn't.
It was one of those, so it was like, so Tay Rock, been showing out, doing his thing this year, so, I was like, Tay Rock is my third. You know what I'm saying? I got a third, no Charlie Clips.
Nigga said, but you ain't got no Geechee third, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I ain't gonna, Geechee might be king of the thirds. I don't care what niggas say. Geechee is king of the thirds.
Yeah. I'm still double checking to make sure I don't see no Tay Rock battles before April 1st, and I don't. I do not see Tay Rock. You got one?
Third?
Yeah.
You said it, Chaos. Well, shit, we gonna give it to, cause I was hesitant about him. You know what I'm saying? But if you gonna give it to a nigga that only battled once, ass smacked her at a time, I'm gonna give it to my homie Cheston.
Hey,
my
give
nigga
it
Chest. He had like 2 battles prior to the lockdown solid battles. And then plus he came back against K-Shine and held his own.
And he the toughest battler we just seen. And he's skinny and scrawny, but I respect every time shit gets real, he front line. And then he got heart. I respect that.
Yeah, he battled John back in February. Mm-hmm. He battled K-Shine, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
He battled somebody before that too, didn't he?
I'm checking. What was he battled?
I'm trying to think.
I don't see.
Probably battling assault charges. He be beating niggas up.
Please stop talking.
What you mean? It's a podcast. It's what we do.
Not you though.
Did you earn those stripes on your shirt?
Did you earn them weight on your stomach?
Earn a haircut.
You don't earn those.
He battled Old Red.
He battled Old Red in January, actually. Old Red is nigga. He don't get that many battles for some reason. At least not on Smack. He battled a lot of niggas.
I was saying this year, Red done battled everybody.
Yeah, but not on Smack.
And what's the name? He did a chested the Queen of the Ring battle against Tori Doe.
He did do that. He did.
My nigga came through 4, ain't choked none of them, but y'all won't hear that though.
Shaq saying y'all niggas out there choking. What's going on? Y'all need some water? What's up?
No, I'm saying the media be painting a narrative that my nigga be choking, and he don't really be choking that often.
Well, he don't be choking. He just be throwing up.
He only did it like once. Okay,
it only takes one time.
You can't say nigga.
It only takes one time. It takes one time for a nigga to remind you about that shit all the time. Nigga Suge only got his life threatened one time in Detroit, but niggas gonna remind him about that shit every time.
I feel like another top 5 battler of 2020 is T-Top.
I'll give you that.
T-Top was mad consistent. He started off the year in January. He battled Bill Collector, which I know it's niggas who don't take Bill Collector seriously. Which I was one of them niggas until Ultimate Madness 2. I really was not taking Bill Collector serious, but like T-Top was consistent. He battled him and B-Dot had one of the best battles at Summer Madness 10.
Facts.
And then he battled multiple times throughout the year. He battled Arsenal early in the year.
Mm-hmm.
That was when Arsenal played the sex tape with Baby Mama.
Mm-hmm.
Screech was talking about that because that's who does that. Yeah, he had a year. I just say that he had a really good year. So T-Top is in my top 5 2020. So.
He ain't the one. Wait, who was the one that exposed Adi
He
Boom?
battled Easy.
Big K.
Big K was the one that exposed Adi Boom?
Big K is the one that exposed Adi Boom.
He exposed Adi Boom?
Yeah.
Big K?
Yeah.
That's gonna be my next one. That nigga killed. Yo, niggas talk about battlers dying. They be like, yo, when you battle me, you gonna die. You gonna die. Them niggas would still be alive. Adi Boom is out of here, bro. Adi Boom is out of here. That nigga better go to King of the Dot or some shit. He can't even go to RBE. That nigga's out of here. You know what I'm saying?
I really ain't seen the nigga since.
That nigga couldn't battle on 106 in Park.
Nigga, that nigga looking for his paperwork still.
Still.
That nigga couldn't go to the Rap City basement right now if he wanted to. Like, he out of here. You know what I'm saying? The battle rap community is not as forgiving as the rap game.
That's what gave me hope still in the battle rap community. This shit not like the rap game, bro. You ain't getting away with snitching, bro.
Yeah, that shit is.
They was about to cancel the show off because he was friends with Adi Boom.
Yeah, that's true.
For sure.
DNA said he ain't even want to battle that nigga no more.
Yeah, he did cancel the whole battle with the nigga.
DNA canceled the whole battle with that nigga.
And DNA even a street nigga.
But then DNA even admitted he wasn't a street like this.
He know the vibes though.
But yeah, but afterwards is when DNA was just like, oh, I ain't no street nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like that. It was like, that's when he like before that, he was like, yo, I don't even want to be associated with having a battle with this nigga.
Everyone wants his home, welcome home tour.
Because he knows.
He just came home too.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, welcome home.
See, he knows DNA know association breeds similarities, and he ain't trying to be associated with none of that shit.
This is the only funny thing about this. And we can stop talking about the rap and move on. The nigga got caught. The reason that niggas knew it was really him that read it was because the nigga used the same persona that he used in battle rap. Like, I don't follow Adi Boom and shit like that, you feel me? But apparently what he does, he goes in the thing where he gets in the Jamaican accent and shit like that. Why them niggas use that in the robbery, the Jamaican accent? That shit's in the paper. I'm like, yo, this shit can't be scripted. This shit can't be scripted any better, bro.
That's next level.
That's like somebody like. That's like Bill Collector being convicted of murder and somebody say, I knew it was Bill Collector because he said he hit me with the super duper scoop.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, that's that nigga Bill, bro.
That's like DNA leaving a tooth at the crime scene. That nigga wildin' for that shit, bro. That nigga out of here.
Yeah, so that's 3 or 4.
I think we're at 4.
We're at 4. All right.
Yeah, I'm on my number 4.
Bet.
I
So
would say my 4th will be freaking.
I ain't go yet. It's not
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
I gotta go. You can go. So I just did T-Top. T-Top was my 3rd. My 4th, I'm gonna say another nigga who is mad consistent, but I will admit that I'm gonna need him to slow down some, or at least like switch his style up, maybe try something different. Rum Nitty.
True. Definitely top tier.
Rum Nitty's a top tier nigga, and he's consistent. Rum Nitty will take on any battle. Rum Nitty battled a lot in 2020.
Yeah.
You can't sleep on Rum. But I don't know. Maybe I watched too many Rum Nitty battles consecutively.
He's
but
this close to getting boring.
Yeah, like
because he's fire, but it's like you can only get so much fire, like nigga.
I'm at the boring stage when it comes to niggas. I ain't gonna fraud, bro. And this coming from it, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a street nigga, you know what I'm saying? That's y'all words.
A reformed street nigga.
Like, even Geechee. I'm done. I am reformed. I'm not reformed.
You are reformed. That's why I said you're not. That's it.
But Geechee, it just I've been getting tired of that shit, bro. Like, bro, that shit is real monotone. Like, it's the same shit every day, bro. Like, it's the same talk, bro. And even like I'm the type of nigga, bro. Like, that's why I can't fuck with Tay-Rock because I'm grown now, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that direct blatantness, like it don't hit, bro. I'm looking for the metaphors now.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the similes. I'm looking for the entendres. I'm looking for the schemes now. And Geechee don't really be coming with it.
I feel like that's where like Geechee differs from like a Tay-Rock and a Rum Nitty to me, because Tay-Rock, I listen to him, he sounds good, but I don't believe him. Rum Nitty, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But Geechee got it, I believe him. So it do be the same shit over and over, but it's like when a nigga when you believe a nigga he's saying this shit over and over, then it's like it's different. You know what I'm saying? It hit different. You know what I mean? So I might be biased too in that, but I fuck with Geechee. But Geechee is almost this close too, but like the thing that makes it is like every time he's saying something you believe him, it's just, or he's believable, it just hits different, you know what I'm saying? But I respect that though. Now my 4th is gonna be Norbs. Didn't he get clapped last year? They clapped his ass, nigga. That nigga was battling life, my nigga, and getting his ass whooped. That shit was entertaining like a motherfucker.
That was this year?
No, I think that was 2020.
That was 2020.
That nigga got clapped.
That was in 2020.
I ain't seen that nigga since.
And
You know what I'm saying?
that nigga was talking about like he wanted to start his own league or whatever he said, but
Niggas wanted to fuck with him. That nigga basically got Dame dashed out the game. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody fuck with him. Ain't nobody want to deal with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Niggas only dealt with him because he had a position. Now you lost a position. Niggas don't want to fuck with you. You're not respected. You know what I'm saying? You not MMG, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, yo, Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, even though he lost every battle he engaged with, especially against New Jersey Twerk, that shit was entertaining like a motherfucker.
that wasn't a battle either because he wasn't fighting back. So.
It was not. But shit, that shit was entertaining as fuck to see. It was entertaining to see a nigga beat up an official as a worker.
Yeah.
It's like a nigga at the job beating up the supervisor and still keeping the job.
And then
the supervisor got fired.
Job versus supervisor.
That's crazy. That's crazy right there. So that was amazing. You know what I'm saying? And I might have showed me who my 5th gonna be. But you already know what my 5th gonna be. But you got another one, Shaq?
For sure.
It's alright, man. Don't burn the veggies, man.
I'm liking for my 4th. Let's go Jerry West.
Jerry West had a good year.
I fuck with him this year. Yeah, Jerry West had a great year. I'm gonna go Jerry West. Not every story need a backstory, like DNA say.
You know what I'm saying? He basically said, nigga, he came, he saw, he spoke. That's it, nigga. What's up? Ain't no more to it.
If he gonna talk Jerry West, I'm gonna talk about a nigga who actually battled Jerry this year
And I feel like career-wise, he not new to the game at all, but he finally getting the respect. Chilla Jones. Chilla Jones had a really good 2020. He started 2020 battling twerk like in January, and it seemed like he was on a roll. Like I remember he battled Jerry West during one of those like rookie versus vets battles, and then he battled Real Sick as well. I bet we reviewed on this show.
Yeah, one of my top battles of the year.
So Chilla was having a really good year. Like
For sure.
Chilla had this was like a career defining year for Chilla. Like Chilla been in the game for a long time, but niggas was not trying to give him his respect. Like Chilla had the respect amongst his peers, but fans wasn't giving a fuck. He wasn't getting top tier niggas to battle, at least not in URL. Yeah. Chilla was known for writing for other niggas, and like we addressing that Real Sick battle, nigga. That's not cool. That's not shit to be excited about.
Ain't no royalties, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't getting no back end on that shit.
Yeah, so Chilla had a calendar year. Like that nigga had a really good year. 2020 definitely put Chilla back in the conversation. Like,
I ain't mad at that.
Go ahead and say your bullshit.
My fifth is gonna be New Jersey Twerk, nigga. You feel me? Just on the simple fact of I don't know how many battles in this one that he jerseyed out of.
He didn't battle that many times.
He didn't need to, because when you come, you know what I'm saying, you come correct. You feel me? So when you step in the building, you let your presence be known, son. All I know is this year I saw that big ass nigga crowd surf. That's all you gotta know. You feel me? He
that wasn't from this year either.
It don't gotta be, but whatever year that was.
He was in the hospital half the time this year.
He was in the hospital.
You're damn right.
So his first battle back
was
the other week, and he was off for 8 months.
So what you're telling me is he battled life and won. Sound like top tier to me, nigga.
His last battle was against Swamp.
And you know what? I guess he didn't drown, nigga. You feel me?
And that shit was like back in like March.
Hey, like I said, the nigga battled life and won. You feel me? I'll tell you what. Kanye got in a car accident and went quadruple platinum.
That's completely different.
He's the battle rap version of Kanye.
That's not the same at all.
Now hopefully he don't become a Trump supporter.
Why are you saying this?
Because I'm me.
Like, none of what you said made any sense. Like, I'm not even gonna pretend like there's logic there. Like,
the niggas know what I'm talking about.
They don't know what you're talking about.
They know exactly what I'm talking about.
You don't even know what you're talking about. Like, nigga,
New Jersey Twerk, nigga, top 5.
Just saying things like. This mom like talking to you sometimes.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna reverse the order, nigga. He's above Norbs because he beat Norbs too. Shit.
Nigga said he beat Norbs out the company.
You know what I'm saying? He beat Norbs out of the company. You know what I'm saying? He cheated Death. You know what I mean? Ain't none of these other battlers had a better battle with Death. They don't know about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Shaq, please go so we can stop talking.
New Jersey Twerk, nigga.
My fifth. You said me.
Jersey, nigga.
I don't know. I guess I gotta give it to my man. She's the only one left on the list. She can't get it because she just bullshit out there. Gotta go to Prep. Gotta go to my man Prep. You don't hear that name often, but I think he's a nigga worth checking out. I'm gonna give him the 5 for what I projected he's gonna do this year. You feel me?
His last battle was against Ill Will.
No, they canceled that joint.
Okay, good. I do not remember the Ill Will battle. I'm looking on Born Legacy 11.
Ill Will ain't show up. His last joint was against JC, and he killed that nigga.
I'm trying to find that.
That was Born Legacy 9.
9.
Or Born Legacy 10. That's a joint when they was in the window.
See, he destroyed the legendary JC.
No, that wasn't Born Legacy 10. It was a joint that was Swamp versus Wade.
Oh, Swamp versus Wave event. That was
Whole lot of swap.
Right now. I was just looking at that shit. Yeah, that was Born Legacy 11.
Okay. Some niggas dropped Born Legacy 10 and 11 at the same time.
Yeah, they're weird like that.
10 was in the barbershop.
Yeah, 10 had DNA recapture.
Yeah, that's why I get them confused. They dropped them at the same time.
Yeah,
that one 10 also had Shotgun Shug versus Brooklyn Hands.
Yeah, Brooklyn Hands and New Head Ice. For real, he would have been on that joint, but he ain't battled enough this year for me.
And
I don't know what he be saying, so I can't put it on my list.
That's the new head ice, bro. You talking that tough.
That also had Real Sick versus B Magic.
Yeah, Real Sick killed that nigga. D-Magic choked.
And that was the same event with Kid Cudi versus Danger Zone.
Yeah, that was a great ass.
And they had Fonz versus Av. That was Return of Fonz.
Fonz versus Av.
If that wasn't it, I know Fonz.
No, Fonz versus Av was Suede. Yeah.
So you said that was 11?
Yeah. Cause they was in the room. They wasn't.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Cause that one got pushed back.
Yeah.
That one got pushed back.
So you're saying Brooklyn Hands is the new head ice?
Yeah, he really is. I don't know what the nigga was talking about.
I check that nigga out. Cause that's that street shit. You don't know, cause you know what I'm saying?
You don't know either.
What you mean,
I
nigga?
don't know what that nigga be saying.
I ran my hood before I came here, son. I came here because I
You
wanted to
said
get away
you
from
ran from your hood?
I ran my hood.
You ran to your home in
I
your
ran
hood?
my hood.
You ran around your hood?
I ran my hood.
I ain't know nobody running hood since the 80s.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so you ran your hood the way
He also
I ain't
was,
know that nigga to run his hood since the 80s.
but he was, but Shaq wasn't in my hood because if he was, he would
I
have
wasn't there.
He would have been
either,
on my
apparently,
side
but
too.
I don't remember any
running
of
my
this.
hood with me.
I don't remember any of this, and I thought we was from the same places. That's
Oh
what's
nah, I
crazy.
can. First of all, I was in another place before I came to Florida. I came to Florida to chill. You know what I'm saying? I went to the Sunshine State so I could go on vacation and chill, leave my killing ways behind me. I wanted to stop selling coke, kid. You feel me? Real rap raw, bar god, Jersey nigga.
Okay, so yeah, that's gonna do it for top 5 ballads of 2020. Let me see anything else I need to add. This nigga's just saying shit.
We already went to the top 5 battles
Yeah.
of 2020.
No, we did top.
We did the top 5 battles. We didn't do top 5 battles yet.
Yeah, we did. I know I did. Cause let me double check.
Nah, it sounded like a lot because that's the last one left. We did the favorite battle of all time.
We did.
Oh no, we didn't do that one.
We did top 3 dream battles. I did top 5 battles.
Battle, yeah, okay.
And then we just did top 5 battlers.
Got you.
The only thing we didn't do was favorite battle of all time. That was the
I
last
know
fan
mine
question.
is. What's yours?
If I had to do a favorite battle of all time, I'm gonna go off of the battle I've watched the most and have memorized the most. And it's 2 battles. 2 battles I know very well.
Respectable.
It's between either Arsenal and Arsenal conceded. I know that battle very, very well. It's between.
I'll come to your door and knock as hard as I can. As soon as you answer, there's the palm of my hand. That shit is amazing, bro.
I don't know why I know that, but I've seen this shit so many times. So,
Bro,
it's between that one.
the whole second round was all short jokes.
It's between that one and Loaded Lugs versus Calico. And I feel like I watch Loaded Lugs versus Calico once a year just to remind myself of what happens when a father can go through without when a child go through without a father. Like, I also shit once a year, so I'd probably say it's still Loaded Lugs versus Calico. It's just like
That one changed the game, honestly.
because it's like, bro, these Detroit niggas still cockfighting. Like,
You know what I'm saying? For real, though, that shit is legendary, bro.
yeah.
That one ran the game for a minute, bro. Look at me, King. Terranio. You don't
know who Terranio are.
That shit got quotables for days, bro.
Look at you, emotional.
Bro. That's, yo. To this day, bro. To this day, that shit could be used, bro. That shit is amazing.
Yeah, probably it's my top of all time for the time being. Unless something else really sticks with me. Like, I'm confident that I'm gonna return back to that Daylight and Tay-Rock like pretty often.
Yeah.
But ain't nothing don't nothing really stick to me like that one. Like,
Because that one had too much quotables. Like, you gonna get this work? Like that one just had quotables like just rolling off. You know what I'm saying?
I look at it like it was a reset of the battle rap culture for that time. It was a reset,
Yeah.
and I feel like the most recent reset we've seen. I feel like we had 2 contenders for reset of the year. All right, I'm gonna say for new niggas, Ultimate Madness 1. I'm stuck with Jay Knightley versus Real Sick was a reset because niggas did not know these new niggas was killing shit like this.
Yeah.
They set the tone for the whole battle. And then the only other niggas whose battle really had the streets confused, again, was Daylight and Tay-Rock. As far as like this year, them was the like closest like cultural reset I've seen in a minute.
Gotcha. All right.
But
I say when Twerk came in the game, I feel like
Twerk too, but
Twerk is the like if we doing basketball analogy, Twerk is gonna be Steph Curry when it's all said and done. Like Steph Curry, niggas is hating like what y'all mean he influential? Like that nigga.
And how many niggas doing this shit?
Or and how many niggas shooting threes in the league? You feel me? He changed the whole game to a 3-point shooting contest basically. And now Twerk with the whole ball, the theatrics, the setup,
I see Rum Nitty do this shit all the time now.
Like Twerk, one of the first niggas that you notice to use sound effects as part of his bar, not like just gun sound effects. Like in the last battle, what he did the I'm gonna tie you up, put duct tape around your mouth. Like that's part of his bar.
Yeah.
Niggas don't write like that. Like he's like
Yeah.
like rip you off, we start from sleep. Like he saying some shit that's like it's really it's a effect. It's dramatic. It's part of his bar. Like he's writing in.
He made sound effects like matter in the battle. Yeah. Whereas like niggas like what was it, Big T? Big T just always would come with 100 gun sounds. Come through with that boop bop a lot and boom.
Shot like a boom.
You know, shot like a boom. You feel me? Sound like you speaking in tongues. Well, I say, alright. So my favorite battle though.
It's gonna be some head ice shit. Is he either gonna say head ice or he gonna say something murder mook? It's gonna be something old. He ain't gonna talk about. It's gonna be New York related. I'm confident. He is gonna be the most New York of New York niggas, dog. He gonna say like. He gonna say Math Hopper versus Dose. Like he gonna say some New York on the corner shit, dog. Like that's where this is going. He gonna say Murder Mook versus Party Artie. I watch that shit all the time. What the fuck you don't, nigga? You don't be watching that shit back. Like
what you mean, nigga? That shit was legendary. What
go
you
ahead,
talking about?
Say your shit. I'm not gonna interrupt him no more. Do your shit, dog.
Well, actually, you reminded me of one, so I'll say it's between two. He's either gonna be Matt Hopper versus Dose. I think that's everybody's favorite battle of all time. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the bullshit. But I would say mine is Head Ice versus Ty Knots. Alright? It was the first. It was one of the first times I seen Head Ice. And the nigga battled a nigga up so bad, the nigga quit. Brought another nigga in for the third round.
It was tag team match.
Yep, and then Head Ice went and battled that nigga for the third round. You know what I'm saying? Destroyed niggas, bro.
You can do that.
Bruh, and you know what's stupid? It was such a New York way because like the nigga was gonna let somebody else battle somebody else. So he's like, yo, the nigga did some sucker shit. He brought his man to come battle. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have one of my niggas come through. And then just some weird translation. Like niggas was like, Murder Mook was like, no, that was me that brought him in. For some reason, the fact that Murder Mook said, no, that was me that brought him in, Head Ice got offended. He was like, hold up. You know, niggas get extra when the camera's on. He's like, hold up. Did he just say that to me? Is he crazy? And then he just went, I said, yo. Came through with a third for that nigga, right? Like, that shit was amazing. I ain't never seen a nigga tag team. I never seen a nigga do a battle handicap match on camera.
This is my first time hearing about a battle rap handicap match. I've seen 2-on-2s. I ain't never seen a handicap match.
That was a handicap match, bro. That nigga came through battle 2 niggas at one time. I don't know how many niggas have done that shit since URL and all that shit. But Head Ice got that shit on camera too. I think that was Lions Den days. You know what I'm saying? I think even Loaded Lux hosted that battle. So
yeah, he used to host like all the Lions Den battles.
Yeah, so that shit, that was one of the joints that made like Head Ice one of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? I was like, he battled 2 niggas.
I respect that. I respect your reasoning. Once you painted the whole picture, I was like, all right.
Paint a picture.
Shaq, you got a favorite battle of all time?
Favorite battle of all time?
Favorite battle of all time?
It would be, I got a would be, I got the action one.
Alright.
Well, actually, I really got 3, but I'm going to break you down why 3. Because there's only one that's an actual complete battle.
Okay.
My first is my favorite battle, but I only like one person versus. I can skip the other person versus every time.
It happens. I do that too.
That would be Surf versus Hitman Howard.
Okay.
Second would be, well, it would have been Gun Titles versus NWX Part 1.
Oh, yeah.
Until niggas fucked it up. Oh my god, that was a great ass battle. Them niggas was different.
Because Gun Titles was cooking.
They was different in that joint.
Against NWX, that was like That was
NWX
bombing
was
niggas.
like they was tag team champs at that point.
To this day,
They was about to take their first loss. I ain't
even
gonna hold you.
Jay Black, like other niggas to this day, they said they had never seen Urban Plaza rocking how I was rocking their first round.
You know what I'm saying?
He said that's why the second round he was like, fuck them niggas, we not really about to take this shit serious. Like,
Only thing that would have made Urban Plaza rock more if Troy Ave was in there. You feel me?
I knew you was for the fight. Like when he said Irvin Plaza,
Oh, you know.
I was like, oh, she finna say he finna find a way to talk to tell us how it's all about the motherfucking money.
You
Like,
feel me? Hey, free tax, man. Free tax.
I was like, oh, here come the Troy Ave line. Like Troy Ave don't even get to talk about Troy Ave no more.
but the actual one, I gotta settle on Surf versus X Factor. That was a
Okay.
great battle with me. I love that John.
So I was expecting you to say Squirt versus JC because you talk about that one all the time.
That's a body though, like
That's the same, but you only listen to one nigga's verse off of one battle. So what's the same? Like it's not the same. Or
because
is it different?
Hitman fought back, so for Hitman fans, it's debatable.
Mhm.
It's gonna be like, it's like as time passed, to me it's a body, but as time passed, I give it the same energy as a Lux Calico John. Where it's like on the look back, I'll get Charlotte debatable. I guess it depends on preference. You know what I'm saying? So Twerk JC, that was just a massacre, bro. That's a sparring match. That ain't even a match. That ain't even like a full professional match, bro. That shit was bad, bro. Now we talking about. Now you asked me what my biggest body bags all the time. That's definitely on the list. Two of my biggest body bags all the time go to against JC. Like the niggas was battling JC, so them niggas buried that nigga.
For sure, for sure.
So yeah, there goes our I guess it's our favorite battles of all time, at least for the time being. So something else takes that top spot, which I don't see happening, especially now. Like the way all of us had battles is kind of old. So
For sure, for sure. I mean,
I
you said
can-
favorite battles of all time.
all time, you said all time.
And I'll take the honorable mention since Shaq low key just introduced another category. Favorite body bags. I'll say my favorite body bag would be freaking Howell the Don versus Big T. Now, somebody is a fat nigga. I never seen a nigga have so many fat jokes. Bro. Like a nigga, it was almost like Arsenal with the short jokes. It's like the nigga went into the shit. Like I think the first one was just regular. Then the second one he was like all fat jokes, and it was like it felt like shit was coming off the dome at that point. You know what I'm saying? Then the third, he was like, he tried to chill a little bit, but he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to fat jokes. He started killing again with fat jokes, bro. So that shit was all the way body bag, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Bro, nigga said nigga be hating on me so much he got grease on the H of his keyboard. I was like, nigga. Yo, that nigga had so many fat jokes for Big T. Like, I was like, there's no way this nigga can't win. I think that was the same battle where he tried to do the stupid, seven times. Then I get a razor blade, cut him 7 times. Then do that 7 times. Then 7 times 7. Like, I don't remember how many times he said that shit, but it was like, bro, it was basically the wraparound before the wraparound. And then he tried to end it with some weird ass number, which I think somebody later on pointed out that's not even correct math. So
I feel like one of my favorite bodies is
Buffy.
Swave 7 versus O Solo. Swave, have you ever seen Swave 7 versus O Solo? I'm Quan
That
seen
is
this
one
one.
of the
Quan has
greatest-
seen this
That's
one.
one of the greatest battles ever.
Swave 7 versus O Solo
It's one of the greatest battles.
is
ever.
one of the funniest battles you'll ever see. Because Swave 7 is laughing in this man's face
That's the nigga's getting off his bar.
as
bro.
this nigga's rapping. Like, the Swave is asking the crowd to stop booing so the nigga can finish rapping and Swave could go home. Swave is like, look, let him rap. I want to go home. Like,
The nigga had a wild. First of all, he already had a wild loud voice trying to get off his bars. Like,
O Solo talk like who that nigga is. I be laughing when you play his songs on the whip, Quan. He and Griselda, he Griselda friend. And then like 48 special, something like that.
oh, 38 special.
38, 48, 22.
38 special.
Then the O Solo raps just like this nigga, but with no beat. Like O Solo, the nigga always sound like he's choking on a frog.
Like,
Like,
say, for those that know 38 special, imagine if 38 special went in the booth with a mouthful of paper. That's what O Solo sound like. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty close actually. I ain't gonna lie.
that's how O Solo be
That's a
sounding, bro.
That's a really close analogy right there, but yeah, that's the greatest battle ever, bro. Like,
That shit is so funny.
Cause yo, O Solo was drunk as hell during the battle, And he would just be like, he would take like pauses for shit that wasn't even like hard bars.
It was
like,
not, and nobody would be like, "Oh!" Everybody would just be like, "Okay, so why did he stop rapping?"
Everybody was just confused at certain points. Like
He and all right, and he kept trying to run shit back. When Osolo ran into shit to say, he would just start running shit back,
Bruh.
and the slave would be sitting there and just laughing in this man's face. Osolo ran this one bar back so many times. He said, "One nigga get two niggas."
two niggas bring
three.
heat.
Three niggas
Bring
four
four
niggas.
Four niggas come back and alert me. One nigga bring two niggas and two niggas bring four. Then four niggas bring five niggas. Then five niggas bring more. Like that nigga was just wilding, bro. That nigga was wilding.
He repeated that shit so many times.
He went. He had to repeat that shit like 3 times and then went past it. Then just went back into it. Once he went into it again, niggas just started laughing.
And that's what Slayman told the crowd to let that damn finish so he could go home.
That shit was wild, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was wild.
Rap is funny.
That's one of the greatest battles ever, bro. Sway versus Osolo. Look that up.
Alright, so
You gotta. Well,
I think that's gonna do it.
that shit was wild, bro.
I think that's gonna do it for this week's episode. Hold down pod. We mentioned all the important shit. Only thing we didn't do was our artist of the week.
Sure.
My artist of the week, still Pooh Shiesty. We mentioned him earlier in the show. God bless you, my good brother.
Thank you, brother.
We mentioned Pooh Shiesty earlier about his shootout, but it's finna be Shiesty Summer 3 next week, or at least in my time when this come out. That's finna drop, and then Screech's gonna be over with for a good minute. My artist, like I said, still Pooh Shiesty. Quan, what's your answer?
This one's gonna be a little different. Fetty Wap. I ain't gonna lie. I was listening to his new tape that he
listen to
dropped.
17?
I'm about to say, them niggas got new music out. I ain't hear no Pooh Shiesty for that nigga.
Nah, Shiesty, he been dropping shit. He got the single with Dirk.
Yeah.
He was on the So Icy
compilation.
Summer. He been on all the
I'm saying since his tape, that dropped a minute ago though.
the 1017 tape.
No, both of them was kind of.
But
It was
then
only a few months ago.
yeah, that was a couple
It wasn't
months
too
ago,
long.
and then he dropped Back in Blood, which is doing really good numbers, and then his tape can drop in February.
Yeah. And then hopefully his case drop too.
But that's from October. But it's like you don't gotta be dropping new. I mean, you don't be dropping nothing new for a nigga for be artist of the week. You be a nigga dropping nothing like this nigga dropping Fetty Wap.
Yeah.
Fetty Wap ain't got nothing new.
No, that's why.
Yeah, dude. He dropped something in 2020. It just ain't been big, you know what I'm saying? But
I ain't even know.
you know the vibes. His tape, I think it dropped like sometime December or
I
something.
ain't even know that dude. Is all the Remy Boys on it, or
He got back with Monty, so you know the Remy Boys, the third nigga on that 678 song. They got into it. So
What's the song? You listen to Pooh Shiesty?
nah, not really. He do it.
What's the tape? He just dropped the tape. It got the song 7.62 on that joint.
I know what you're talking about. But I could double check for you. But
He's sitting on a little army van with fucking
no, that was
with Gucci.
So Icy Summer. That was last year too. That was earlier in the year. That was earlier in 2020. And then after that, the So Icy Gang tape dropped
So
later
I'm
on.
about to say that joint. That's the only one I really know him from.
So you only know him for the So Icy Summer, or do you know it's because
No, the tape I'm talking about it had nobody else from Ice Gang on there. This was an all straight Pooh Shiesty tape.
You talking about, well, he's about to drop a tape on the 5th Shiesty season.
it was a Shiesty season? I apologize. I keep saying something. It is Shiesty season. That's what I thought.
I mean, hey, if the shit hit right, it's gonna be a Shiesty summer. So
I agree.
I ain't gonna hold you. Like he got the shit on lock. Plus he on that Beatbox 2 song, which is the Junebug challenge.
Yeah, he on that shit too.
So he having a good year. Best believe he's having a
Yeah,
good
but
year.
nah, the last like
No,
tape.
I guess that joint was So Icy.
So Icy Summer, yeah. And then on 1017, they dropped the So Icy Gang tape.
For sure. The whole gang been looking good. I ain't even gonna hold
Yeah,
you.
oh, I told you a couple weeks ago. Fujiano album is putting up good numbers. It's got a couple good songs in it. The whole tape all together, I mean, the whole album all together is not amazing. It's got a couple good songs on it.
Yeah, which is all you need.
It's all you need.
Especially, you know what I'm saying, we out here in the Atlanta area, so
The only thing I don't like about Shiesty, bro, his song Twerk Something is, I don't like it, but it's one of his biggest songs. Like, I don't understand who's listening to Twerk Something. Because, like, the song isn't even like a twerk track.
It's about like he's gonna talk. He gonna make his guns work. So I'm just like I'm confused why this song is so big. It's not even like a good song, Mr. Shiesty.
Sometimes I don't be knowing why either. Sometimes niggas be good artists and have a song that's not even that good and they just be getting views. Sure, I can recall that. I feel that way about freaking Pound Side Pop. One of his songs, I hate the beat on that shit, but that's one of his most popular songs. And I'm like, he's better than this. Like, and why freaking what you call it joint he got ain't got more views than all the time. I fucking love that song.
Cause that was early on though.
That shit,
niggas wasn't hit.
that shit my bop, especially in the video.
You got a video and you don't like it?
It's a joint. I think it's a joint he got. It's like a freestyle. He dropped it like last year. He's like in a leather jacket in the car. The beat is horrible.
Oh, you talking about Off Top?
Yes, yeah. I hate the beat on there, but it's like niggas fuck with that shit. So it's like
I understand that. I was say, see, I don't know, maybe just because niggas fuck with that joint heavy.
Yeah.
Like, that joint dropped, niggas. That's when he was like, this nigga gonna pop.
Yeah, it was like that shit got M's. You know what I'm saying? He's still upcoming, so like all his shits ain't got M's. That joint got an M, and it's the latest joint. I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Hey, niggas like what they like. You know what I'm saying? Or sometimes niggas drop shit at the perfect time too. You know, you never know. But yeah, it be like that. But yeah, I think that's gonna conclude this episode of the Hold It Down podcast. You know what I'm saying? The HID Boyz in HD. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to our honorary beard enthusiast. You know what I'm saying? Reformed street nigga. You know what I'm saying? And honorary third member of the podcast, Shaq. You know what I mean?
Appreciate y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
They can't hear you over there, no way, so it's okay.
He said appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? But he comes through when he can. You know what I mean? But yeah, what's your socials, bro?
Alright, if you want to find me, you can look at the bottom of the screen. If you're not on the YouTube, which you should be, you can find me on Twitter at High Tower Power 1. Talk to me, I talk back. If you want to ask any more fan questions, you can either send them to me or send them to the show directly, like those couple people did, like at SauceX and Public Enemy B. They found us on Twitter at Hold It Down Pod, you know what I'm saying, on the IG at Hold It Down Pod, at your mama house at Hold It Down Pod. Pretty much all the places you'd expect us to be at. Quan, where can they find you at?
At your mama house, you know what I'm saying, kicking in some Bible stories and whatnot. But if you want to find me online, you can find me at SAYQUAND, you know what I'm saying, Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. I'm also on Instagram. You can also follow me on Clubhouse. I forget the ad on that, but it's probably the same. But you know, either way,
I have another question. But where do they go if they want to buy a beat though? Because I heard that you know a nigga who makes beats.
I definitely know a nigga that knows beats. It's almost like we the same person. Cause we are a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I make beats too. You feel me? That's what I do. You can find my beat store at SAYQUAN.beatstars.com. You feel me? That's SAYQUAN.beatstars.com. You know what I mean? Going through there, looking at beats. I got all kind of beats. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know what I'm saying, melodic joints. I'm putting some R&B joints up there because I'm getting some R&B clients. You know what I'm saying? I got drill joints on there because, you know what I'm saying, it's New York all day. You know what I mean? I got all kind of shit. You know what I mean? Just holler at me. Go scroll through there, pick one. You know what I mean? If you need some, I know it's hard times for niggas. You know what I'm saying? If you need some deals, we can do some deals. We can work it out. Just as long as you about your paper. Don't come wasting my time if you ain't about paper. Because a lot of niggas is out here wasting my time and you ain't got no damn bread. All right? Because you know what? God gonna judge you if you ain't even paying for the beat, but you talking about a Bugatti and a damn track. All right? You ass backwards. Stop being ass backwards. All right?
Just be whole ass.
Don't be whole ass. I almost co-signed that.
I was waiting. I was like, cause like Quan has a habit of not paying attention to what I'm saying. He just always assumes I'm saying the right shit, and he will easily fall into a trap that I lay. Like
nigga trying to Bugs Bunny me, man.
And I'll be doing it too.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you're a female rapper, if you want to be whole ass and you're a female rapper, then hey, that should be working. You know what I'm saying? I'm even trying to do shit like that too. You know, with Erica Banks blowing up, trying to get some ass shaking joints out there too, because you know we in Atlanta. So, you know
if anybody knows Drewski from College Hill, Quan said that he would be happy to make the Booty Talk remix.
Because that is something that would definitely pop these days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas would get hyped for a Booty Talk challenge.
For sure.
Holla at my boy.
You know what I mean? And my prices are pretty affordable. You feel me? Especially if I like you. If I like your shit, you know what I'm saying? I might try to work with you.
Yeah. But I think it's gonna be all the work that we got for this week on the Hold It Down Pod. I just want to thank y'all for tuning in and stay safe and watch battle rap. So
you dig? Stay COVID free. You know what I'm saying? I heard they got a freaking new strand out there, like freaking marijuana. Y'all stay safe out there. Please stay masked up. You know what I mean? And if you're in the Atlanta area, just stay alive because niggas ain't doing none of that shit out here.
Nope. So, yeah, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. And remember to, what are you supposed to remember?
Tell a friend to tell a friend and tell a bitch to tell a hoe.
And remember the South gonna hold it down.
Pip, pip, diddly do, motherfuckers. You trash at UFC.